the field with black and white striped shirts, and these men have a tremendous task in front of them with tonight's game. At some point during the game tonight, you may not agree with the call they make. These men continuously train to better their craft, and I ask that you show them that you understand their job with a round of applause right now for the game that's in front of them. I know they appreciate that. I now ask that everyone please rise, gentlemen, move cover, because we have our moment of silence, followed by the playing of the national anthem by the Crockett High School Band. Amen, and thank you. Marlin has won the Dogs as deferred.
saying he didn't wave.
I think he put his hand up, but he didn't go like this.
Right, he didn't wave it. He just stuck it up in the air. Maybe trying to judge the flight of the ball or something. Again, that kickoff brought to you by K.I.V.Y Chevrolet, keeping it simple in Grapeland. So once they decide, I'm not sure
the officials know what they're going to do.
It's
our first game for them, too.
You're exactly right. So now they're going to mark
it off. Yep. I think it's going to be our first down at about the 25.
Well, they're going to 20. They're going to mark it now. Yep.
So it'll be 5-yard penalty.
1st and 10 for the Crockett Bulldogs at their own 20. Senior quarterback Collins is going to be leading this offense. He'll set up in the shotgun formation. We'll get the other
the lanes in the backfield with him.
We saw him run quite a bit last year. And we fumbled the ball. Collins is going to go down for a huge loss back at the 2-yard line.
It was a high snap.
Yep.
I don't think he was ready for the snap. I think the snap came quicker than what he anticipated.
That's an 18-yard loss. Going to be a 2nd down and, actually they're going to say a 16-yard loss, so 2nd down and 26, Tommy. And that's certainly not the way you want to start out a game with a penalty and then a fumble. But Crockett quickly back up to the line of scrimmage. Again, Collins and number 11, Delane in the backfield. We've got 2 receivers to the right. Collins is just going to call his own number, looking for a hole. He's going to get stood up at about the 6-yard line, push back Tommy to the 4, but forward progress, they're going to mark it at the 7. So give him a carry of 3 yards on that. Should bring up 3rd down and about 23 for the Crockett Bulldogs. We need some yardage here, my friend, because we don't want to be punting from the back of our end zone.
Yeah, I anticipate a pass to one of the speedy wide receivers, probably the guy that's flanked out to the left by himself out there, which is
Collins goes up under center. Back in the shotgun formation, so he drops back into the end zone, getting a little heat. He's directing traffic out there, and he is going to get sacked. Are they going to give him a safety?
No. He got hit about the 2-yard line.
They're going to spot it at the 1.
No, he got it marked down at the 5. Where forward progress was. I'm not sure he got out to the 5.
Well, I'm not sure either, but that's where they mark it. So 4th down and a country mile for the Crockett Bulldogs. And can you tell me who's in punting formation, Tommy?
That is
Morales, number 12.
Number 21.
Number 21, Castillo, a senior. And we need a big punt here. This kick brought to you by K.I.V.Y Chevrolet. Going to be fielded at the 38-yard line of the Crockett Bulldogs. And he's still on his feet. Going to be taken out of bounds, Tommy, inside the 15. First. Punt was returned by Hopwood or Hopewood, Hopwood. I'll just flip a coin on that one. But definitely not the way that we wanted to start this thing out.
No, I mean, we went backwards, and then we had not a bad punt, but a good return by Marlin to get down, starting off inside our 20-yard line at our 13-yard line.
They are big up front, and as we mentioned in our pregame show, Desmond Woodson Jr., the quarterback, the all-everything quarterback for the Marlin Bulldogs in the shotgun formation, and he drops back, and it's going to be,
You're not going to get an easier interception to hit him right in the breadbasket. He was scoring before he caught the ball.
McKnight, is that number 5, Tommy? Again,
that's number 5.
A freshman for the Crockett Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think the receiver was supposed to stop right there, and the receiver kept going. He threw it to the spot, and McKnight should have intercepted that ball. I don't know if he'd have scored, but we'd have had the ball back.
He had a lot of green in front of him. 2nd down and 10. That's 13 for the Marlin Bulldogs. Fakes the handoff. Woodard Jr. spins out of one tackle, but not the 2nd or 3rd hit, and he is wrapped up like an accordion, and his helmet's knocked off.
Should have to come off the field unless they call a timeout.
He's coming off the field. Going to be 3rd down, ball just inside the 10-yard line. So 3rd and a long 7.
They're going to bring in number 14, looks like. No, that's not 14. I think they're going to call
and they are going to call a timeout. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to Crockett Bulldog football action. First quarter brought to you by the Houston County Electric Cooperative. 8:56 to go here in the first quarter. 0-0. We're back in 60 seconds.
For more than 50 years, the fine folks at Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation in Grapeland, manufacturer of steel joists, deck, and grating, has been supporting the youth of this community. Volcraft realizes that investing in the youth of this community is an investment in each and every person. The employees at Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation, would like to take the time to encourage you to get out and to support the youth in your community. Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation.
Commitment to community, a core value of Houston County Electric Cooperative that represents the cooperative difference. It's why our members trust us to provide reliable and affordable power. Our cooperative is committed to enhancing the communities we serve. Houston County Electric's employees encourage youth leadership, promote electrical safety education, support the local economy, and volunteer throughout our communities.
Proud to serve. That's the Houston County Electric Cooperative difference.
Welcome back. 3rd and about 7, and a lot of movement there by the Marlin Bulldogs. And Tommy, that movement forced us to jump offside, so we got flags everywhere.
I'm kind of glad we did, because they had a multiple setup on the right side, and it looked like we only had one guy guarding 3 guys.
Well, they had 5 receivers. They go right back to that set. So 3rd and a long 3. And Crockett's going to have to stop this one, and Marlin's going to get in for the touchdown, thrown to Trey John Butler, 5-yard touchdown pass play for the Marlin Bulldogs. They get on the scoreboard with 8:49 to go here in the first quarter, leading 6-0, pending the extra point. Kicks brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet, as number 14, Chavez, a junior for the Marlin Bulldogs, is out to attempt the extra point. Snap is back, ball is down, and the kick is through the uprights. So, with 8:49 to go in the first quarter, brought to you by the Houston County Electric Cooperative. It's the Marlin Bulldogs 7, the Crockett Bulldogs 0. We're back in 60 seconds on K.I.V.Y.
The heat is on. Yes, the heat is on, but there's no need for you to lose your cool. Turn those cooling issues over to the pros at Hargrove Neal Heating and Air. Since 1961, Hargrove Neal has been cooling East Texans with fast service and cool prices. Call the Train Team, Hargrove Neal Heating and Air today, 936-544-7270 or 936-544-COOL. Hargrove Neal Heating and Air in Crockett is pleased to service and repair all makes and models. It's hard to stop a train.
Crockett ISD offers students not only a personalized academic experience with caring staff members, but also many UIL opportunities to allow them to grow even further. From award-winning contests in one-act play, robotics, FFA, and more, to numerous athletic opportunities in football, basketball, cross-country, and more. For information, call Crockett ISD today at 936-544.
Need to regroup offensively and put together a few things and just
even
do what we do.
Even if we just pick up a couple first downs, we just need to get out there and kind of calm down and relax and play the game of football. And I felt a breeze a minute ago. Can you believe that?
Do what now?
I felt a breeze a minute ago.
I don't know where you found it, but would you send it on this side? Chavez kicked it. Going to be received, and then, well, number 13.
Is that the same thing?
I think so. But,
I don't know if you call that a fair catch, doing your arms, crossing your arms like that, but
that was Damian Griffin, a sophomore. Crockett will set up 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line. And Tommy, I think a lot of nerves. I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, you know,
a lot of kids out here, this is their first varsity football game, and they're playing a highly ranked team, so, yeah, there's nerves.
That's exactly right. Big victory last night by the Crockett Junior Varsity. They defeated Cushing here 44-14. So congratulations to them. A couple of running backs in the backfield with Collins. And he hands it off to Lane, who just powers up to the middle, Tommy, for about 7 or 8 yards. Yeah, that's the best. Good. That's the best play that the Bulldogs have had so far early in this first quarter.
Give him 8.
Brings up 2nd down and 2, looking to pick up one of those Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first downs. So in the backfield with Collins is Delane, and they got to pick up that other number. You may have to bring out the specs on that one. On the far side,
number 9.
In motion, takes the handoff, number 6. He's trying to get out the outside. That's Bedford. No, that's number 6 that was in the slot receiver position and then came around.
Okay.
And took the misdirection handoff, but he could never get around the corner, Tommy, as that side of the defense, the far side of the defense for the Marlin Bulldogs, kind of sniffed that one out. He actually lost 3 yards on that, make that 2 yards. Going to be 3rd down and 4. You got Collins, Delane, and Simon in the backfield. 7, 9, and 11. Pitch out here to Delane. He's going to pick up the first down. He's at the 45 to 50, back into Marlin Bulldog territory. That's what I'm talking about. And Dixon is, yeah, and it was right in front of him. Dixon is blowing up out over there because that line judge missed that face mask. But that's an outstanding run there by Delane. Picks up that Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down, gets us inside of Marlin Bulldog territory at the 43-yard line. I like that. And you mentioned during that pregame show, Tommy, you said might run that ball.
I think we're going to have to. We're going to have growing pains.
Collins keeps it, and that should have been a horse collar. They're going to call a fumble, but he was down. His knees were on the turf.
I think they're giving the ball to Marlin.
Yep. They're going to say that Collins fumbled. From my viewpoint, or at least mine, Tommy, his knees were down, but I guess it's not going to work that way. So Marlin will take over on a turnover. It'll be 1st and 10 for them at their own 45.
That sun,
7-11.
About 5 more minutes and that sun will be behind those trees. I'm going to help a whole lot.
I will be celebrating. Again, game temperature brought to you by Crockett Eye Clinic. Feels like 95 degrees. And we're offsides. They're going to blow it. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty, be 1st and 5 for the Marlin Bulldogs right at midfield.
Got to watch the ball, boys. Don't listen to the count. Watch the ball.
And that's just the experience of that quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, you go 5 rounds deep. I don't care what, Marlin is a 2A school, but you're going to be tested if you go that deep. 1st and 5 for Marlin. 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right.
That busted play. Pretty good hit on the quarterback right there. He's going to pick up about a half a yard, but he took a pop.
We heard that pop up here in the press box, and he's done been popped once. It took off his helmet.
I think that was Tristan McGrew, senior defensive lineman, in on that hit.
Ball at the 49-yard line of the Crockett Bulldogs, going to bring up 2nd down and 4. And there's that athlete that we were talking about. I think they're going to stand him up, Tommy, after about 2 or 3 yards. He's going to come up short of that first down, so it's going to be 3rd down and a long 1. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from that run defense of the Crockett Bulldogs.
Yeah, I mean, last year, our linebackers struggled down the season, and I hopefully this year our linebackers are going to step up and be a lot better this year.
Well, We got a new defensive coordinator in for the Crockett Bulldogs, and I'm hearing lots of great things about him. The official just moved the ball back.
He sure did.
So 3rd down and 2.
Low snap.
Quarterback's going to keep it, and he's going to pick up the first down, spins out of the tackle. Finally going to be taken down at the 38-yard line. That's going to move the sticks, and the clock continues to move. 5:55 and counting.
And he's not a big kid. I mean, I don't know what the program, they don't give sizes anymore, but I bet he's not 6 foot tall, I don't believe, and I bet he probably don't weigh over 180 pounds. He's not a real big kid.
But he's fast.
Yeah, he's quick.
And he's very accurate.
He's shifty.
1st and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. Low snap, hands off to number 24 of the Marlin Bulldogs, which is Hartsfield, junior running back. And no gain, Tommy. They piled him up at when he got to the line of scrimmage. Well, now the official is going to say a 1-yard. I don't. So he's moved it forward 1 yard. Now, and then he moved it 2nd down and 9. We'll just go with that, right?
Right.
That's all you can do. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. As Woodson Jr. looks over, gets a signal from the coaching staff. He drops back and hits a receiver, number 11, going to be a little bit short. That's just one of those little button hooks, but some of the Bulldogs are saying it hit the ground, but the officials are not going to buy that, as Young, number 11, is the one that was on their reception.
And Crockett only has one freshman on the team, McKnight, number 5, and he was right there on that play, contesting that play. So good play by the freshman.
He's the one that had that interception right in his breadbasket, and it dropped it. Quarterback keeper, he's going to be well, he breaks one tackle. He fumbled the ball. Crockett's got it. And they're going to be taken down at the 45-yard line. That's what you can do, baby. Don't give up on that play.
Yeah, they stood him up, and the ball came loose, and it ended up on the shoulder pads of one of the big linemen of Marlin, and nobody could see the ball, and it finally fell off his shoulder pads, and Crockett jumped on it.
Let's see, number 51 for the Crockett Bulldogs was McGraw. He's coming off limping a little bit, but he's the one that recovered that fumble. So... And we got number 55 coming off a little slow, which is Jones.
Best field position of the night. Starting our, we'll call it 45.
Well, I just got an update that the Crockett Civic Center is rocking tonight. The train has pulled into the station, and they are rocking out.
I was hoping that could be tomorrow night, but it's obviously tonight.
I know somebody that's there, Miss Brenda. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 45-yard line. As Collins calls his own number, he breaks a couple of tackles. Tommy's going to give him about 6 or 7 yards to get into Marlin territory.
8 yards.
Let's see. Well, depending on where this guy spots it, but you're right, 8 yards on that carry down to the 47. 3:50 and counting here in the first quarter. Crockett trailing 7-0. 3 receivers to the left, a single receiver to the right. And in the backfield, it's going to be Simon.
No, it's Delane.
Is that Delane?
It's Delane.
Delane in the backfield with Collins. Collins in the shotgun formation. Getting a little heat. He's carrying that ball like a loaf of bread.
I think he had a yard loss. They're going to give him actually no gain. Right back to the line of scrimmage, basically. Maybe half a yard loss.
No, this guy that's putting the ball down, he brought it back a yard because it was 2nd and 2. Now it's 3rd and 3. Going to put 3 receivers to the far left. Single receiver to the right is Porter. Just need to keep this thing moving right along. We need 3 yards for a Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down. Collins again calls his own number. He's going to pick up the first down plus about 5 more.
Going to go from the 48 down to the 40, so a gain of 8.
And picks up that Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down.
And he's had 6 carries for for 1 yard because he was minus 16 after the very first play of the game. So he's in positive yards now.
Tommy, that might be the best bottle of water I've ever drank. It is so hot up here with no air conditioning in this press box.
Hotter than a $2 pistol?
It's hot, brother. It is hot. Humid. And they didn't call it. They didn't call it. They didn't call it.
I mean, he rocked back.
Yeah, he stood up. But that pass was okay. Even though it wasn't completed, Tommy, it's better to be 2nd and 10 than where Collins was fixing to get sacked at. Wow. But they didn't call that. Again, did you say earlier it's their first game as well?
Yeah, and folks, you got to remember, like I say, Marlin's highly ranked. It's their first game too. They've got the jitterbugs and they've got nervous, and I'm sure they've been reading their press clippings and thinking they're going to come in here and just run all over Crockett. And here we are, 2 minutes to go in the first quarter, and the score is 7-0.
That's right. You're listening to first quarter action from Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium, brought to you by the Houston County Electric Cooperative. 2nd down and 10. Collins keeps it. Flag on the play. Probably going to be holding. And Collins he don't want to go down. He's taking some hits.
Interesting to see what the flag is. I think it's got to be on us. No, offsides. Offsides them. So let's take the penalty and then make it
the 2nd down and 5.
Right.
Ball at the 35-yard line. And next week, Tommy, we're on the road at Rusk. And then the next week, you and I will leave on Wednesday afternoon to get to Buna by Friday afternoon.
I think they're the Cougars, Buna Cougars. And next week, I think, what's the pro quarterback went to Rusk?
Yeah.
I think that kid graduated.
Yeah, and now the
younger brother
is the quarterback.
Yeah. I can see him, but I can't think of his name.
Now what are we discussing?
Josh McCown.
We've spent just as much time playing football as we have talking. Okay. Didn't he already give that signal, Tom?
Yes.
Okay. Didn't they already mark that?
They already marked it up. I don't know what the second conversation was for.
2nd down and 5 for the Crockett Bulldogs. Two receivers to the right. A couple of backs in the backfield. We got to call a timeout or do something. We've got 5 seconds, but we got to be quick. We don't need to give that 5 yards back. Collins looking downfield. He's going to air this one out. Got a receiver. Hits number 9, Simon Jr. And as Corey Simon picks up another Hargrove Neal Heating and Air
10-yard pass.
Another Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down. Crockett's going to be down at the 25-yard line.
And we do have, I think we have, 3 or 4 returning offensive linemen. So,
yes.
Protection of Simon should be decent this year.
Collins
return.
Yeah.
Not Collins, but not Simon, but Collins.
2:18 to go here in this first quarter. Crockett looking to tie this thing up.
I think he gave it to Collins.
Yeah,
no, Simon. He fumbled the ball, and it's on the ground. But I think we might have got it back. I mean, it went forward into their hands, and they fumbled it right back into our hands.
And there's a player down for the Marlin Bulldogs.
That's number 5, and he's one of their better players, too. He was one of their captains.
That is
Bell.
Tyron Bell.
Sophomore running back. Seems to be okay. Walking off under his own power.
Looks like the coaches are going to have a little get-together. Maybe there's
I don't think anybody called time.
No, they're...
But the play clock's not ticking because of the injury.
Right. Now the coach from Marlin's going to come over and talk to the White Hat. Of course, after our game tonight, Tommy, we'll have our Whataburger TSN statewide scoreboard show from scores from around the state of Texas. Some games played last night.
I think Madisonville and Diboll played last night.
No, I think they played tonight at 7.
Okay, I saw a score where I think Diboll beat them, but maybe not.
I don't think so. I know that Galena Park North Shore walked all over the Woodlands.
Ooh, really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And the Woodlands was a really highly ranked team.
Yeah, well, Galena Park North Shore, they're trying to defend that state title. So Crockett's going to put 2 receivers to the far left, Tommy. I'd like to see a little rollout here to the tight end.
They've got a loud band.
They do. Collins going to air it out. And he comes. Yes, he did. Inside number 5 to Porter.
Gain of 20.
That's what I'm talking about. Inside that red zone, now they're going to
give it 6. They're going to gain of 19. Is that the Porter?
That was the Porter, Dylan Porter, as the Bulldogs are looking to tie this thing up. Trailing 7-0 with 2 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Again, first quarter brought to you by the Houston County Electric Cooperative. And there's a handoff, and they're going to spot him down
to the 1 yard line. Is that?
How about the half-inch line, Tommy? Look where the official is over here.
Wasn't that Simon, number 9?
That was Corey Simon, Junior
5.
Quick snap, and I don't think he got in. Delane. He actually lost a half a yard. Now coming in for the Bulldogs is going to be Anderson. And coming out is Simon.
Anderson's got some size to him. Number 4. I think he's probably going to be like a fullback almost.
He's going to create a hole. He's going to create a hole for either Delane or Collins.
I'd give it to Delane. Let him just run right. He runs for small as he is. He's always run the ball good up the middle.
That's exactly right. And he gets in. Delane should be in for the touchdown.
First touchdown of the year, Taiwan Delane.
At the 58-second mark here in the first quarter, and there's the dancing light. We get to see the dancing light.
Okay.
That's the new LED light that will dance when we score a touchdown.
I wonder who's in charge of doing that.
The computer is.
So the scoreboard basically. Nah.
And Crockett out for the extra point, brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. And this one's blocked, and it could be returned. It's going to be the block is going to be recovered by Hopwood. So the kick is no good. So with 58 seconds to go here in the first quarter, the Marlin Bulldogs 7, the Crockett Bulldogs 6. We're back in 60 seconds right here on K.I.V.Y.
Hi, folks. Clint Mack here with Weezer in Huntsville. Are you having a hard time getting a good deal on a new GM vehicle? Come to Weezer in Huntsville, where we sell the vehicles for the factory window sticker. In stock, order, or online. It's all the same price. You don't have to pay over MSRP. Just say no to additional dealer markup or market price adjustments. Just say no to ZAS. Just say no to environmental packages. Just say no to security packages. So if you want to be treated fair and like family, then Weezer of Huntsville is the only place to go. You can visit us online at WeezerHuntsville.com.
Aurora Concepts, LLC, and Family Medical Practice located at 1261 Loop 304 in Crockett. No appointment needed, just walk in. Affordable, convenient, and caring. Aurora Concepts open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday. Aurora Concepts accepts insurance of all kinds, Medicare and Medicaid, and if you're a cash-paying patient, Aurora Concept is very, very affordable. When you're sick, head to Aurora Concepts, a family medical practice with no appointment necessary, located at 1261 Loop 304 in Crockett.
Welcome back to K.I.V.Y. 92.7 FM in Crockett, Texas. I'm Ansel Bradshaw, along with my broadcast partner, Tommy McTaber. You're listening to Crockett Bulldog Football. And, Tommy, I just got a text message that said help is on the way. Brian Piolik, the Director of Maintenance for Crockett ISD, says, I'm bringing something that'll help. I'm hoping it's a fan, and if it's only one, we get it.
Brian, get here as quick as you can.
Crockett getting ready to kick off just a big change here in the score. We're broadcasting from Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium at the Wiesner of Huntsville press box. And teeing it up out there, Tommy, is going to be number 12, Nathan Morales, the sophomore. I'm not sure he's the one that did the extra point, though. We'll have to check. I know I got a text from Matthew a little while ago that said Centerville was up. He's over there watching his oldest one play.
Loveday's leading Groveton 8-0. Grapeland's leading Frankston 8-6. Huntington's leading Elkhart 14-8.
Here's the Cutshaw Chevrolet kickoff, and that one kind of went into no man's land. Going to be picked up at the 15 by number 21. He looks like a little bowling ball out there as Cato Judie, J-U-D-I-E, a freshman. Judy. So Marlin will set up 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. And let's see, Tommy, I have a message for you from Boston trying to, well, bless his heart. He was trying to answer your question about who the professional quarterback was.
Josh McCown.
Yeah, and Boston sent in Josh McWon, M-C-W-O-N.
Autocorrect got it.
Yeah, no. If you knew Boston, you wouldn't blame it on autocorrect. Woo-hoo! We got us a fan right here, brother. That's what I'm talking about. 1st and 10 as Marlin. Oh, we had him right there. No, that's that zero Butler. That's that all-purpose athlete.
He's shifty.
Look at that.
You're my hero, dude.
Hey, Greg, thank you, brother. You are the man. You are the man, bringing us a fan. That's what I'm talking about.
That makes a huge difference.
1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 44-yard line. But no, back to that deal on M-C-W-O-N. Boston, that's not autocorrect. That's just him. Little shake there, but we're going to... number 10 for the Crockett Bulldogs, Jonathan Lockhart.
Our backup quarterback.
Yeah, he popped him. He said, welcome to Crockett there, sir. That's a loss, going to bring up 2nd down and 11. And maybe 10.
The end of the first
That's the end of the first quarter. The Marlin Bulldogs 7, the Crockett Bulldogs 6. Special thanks to the Houston County Electric Cooperative for bringing you first quarter action right here on K.I.V.Y. We're back in 60 seconds.
I'm attorney Chris Spruce of Piney Woods Law. Have you been injured in a car wreck or an 18-wheeler wreck? Call me immediately at 903-724-0055 or find me on the web and social media by looking up Piney Woods Law, where you will see all of my 5-star reviews. The insurance companies are not there to help you. I have personally resolved thousands of injury cases, and I have a full understanding of how to deal with the insurance companies to help get your vehicle repaired, get you the medical treatment you need, and get you the money you deserve after an auto accident. I'm from Slocum, Texas, and I'm here for you, my Anderson County and Houston County neighbors, as well as our next-door communities, and any Texan outside of this area that needs my help. Don't think you can do it alone. The insurance companies are multi-billion-dollar corporations who are in it to make money for themselves, not to pay you top dollar. That's where I come in. Look up my firm on the web at PineyWoodsLaw.com or search Piney Woods Law on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I brought my proven experience home to help you, East Texas. You don't need a big-town attorney to have a big-time attorney. Call or text me anytime, 903-724-0055. Se habla español.
Welcome back. Second quarter action here on K.I.V.Y. brought to you by Aurora Concepts. And at halftime, we'll have our Davy Crockett Drug halftime report. And Tommy, we'll have to go over that Darling Ingredients scoring summary coming up here in a little bit for the Crockett Bulldogs. But 2nd down and 10 for Marlin at about their own 48-yard line. Quarterback drops back, and that was in and out of the hands of one receiver, into the hands of another receiver, but it's only going to be about a 3-yard gain, maybe 4.
And the ball's over here outside the numbers, and there was 4 Bulldogs in on the tackle. I like the hustle.
That's right. It was intended for Butler. It bounced off his hands. Lofton actually recorded the catch, But again, only about 4 yards, going to bring up third down, and we'll say 6.
Be a big hold right here if we could hold.
I'm telling you. But they got 3 receivers stacked up on each other on the left-hand side, and they're going to hand it off.
Stop. They blew the whistle. I'm not sure why.
Well, I think you got movement over there. Them receivers, they were going in circles. They wasn't sure where to get. So
that's going to make it about
I think
third
it's
and about 11.
Third and 11. Ball back at the 43-yard line.
11 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Crockett trailing by 1, 7-6 to the Marlin Bulldogs. Big play right here. It'd be nice if we could hold them and get the ball back.
Again,
decent field position.
3 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Quarterback keeps it.
That's a lateral.
It is. That's to that athlete. And if we can wrap him up, but he's going to pick up the first down depending upon the spot. And they're going to give him the first down. I mean, Tommy, that was designed. They had 3 receivers over there.
Blockers.
2 of them were the blockers. They get the pass over to Butler, that all-purpose athlete that we talked about during our pregame report. And I think you said he had 16 touchdowns last year receiving.
He had 19 receiving and 10 rushing. And in the program, they don't even give him a position. This just says ATH for athlete.
That's right. So I think we've got a timeout on the field. I'm not exactly sure who called it, but we're going to take it with them. Crockett trailing 7-6 early in the second quarter. We're back in 60 seconds right here on K.I.V.Y.
The team at Batters Law Firm has been helping the injured people of East Texas for over 50 years. And Batters Law Firm now has a law office in downtown Crockett. Batters Law Firm is located at 502 Houston Avenue, downstairs in the Loft building. If you've been injured, contact the team at Batters Law Firm. Consults are free and you pay nothing unless they win. With offices throughout East Texas and now in downtown Crockett. Contact Batters Law Firm at 833-BATTERS or online at batterslawfirm.com. When it matters, call Batters.
Crockett Medical Center is the hospital built for the community, by the community, and their staff of healthcare professionals offer the expertise and the know-how the people of Houston and surrounding counties deserve. Preventative care, advanced treatments, to emergency care. They are there for you today and tomorrow. Crockett Medical Center, inspiring health and hope. And don't forget, Crockett Medical Center is always accepting new patients. Call them today at 936-545-4277.
Welcome back to the Wiesner press box here at Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium. I'm Ansel Bradshaw Wiesner of Huntsville, your home for Buick, Cadillac, Chevrolet, and GMC. 11:04 to go here in this second quarter. 1st and 10 for Marlin. And again, as you talked about, Tommy, another pass to Butler, giving 3 or 4 yards. And what you said during the pregame report, we were going to see the Woodson-Butler show.
That's, they've got other good players, but that's their bread and butter, those 2 players, 7 and 0. They're going to touch the ball 90% of the time.
I think you're absolutely correct. And just hope that they can shake and bake and, make us miss a tackle or 2. And this one's going to the house.
And he stepped out of bounds.
Pass to number 6, Lofton.
We've already Lofton on the carry going out of bounds. How about the 12-yard line?
That fan is awesome, isn't it?
It's one of those battery-powered fans. I've been looking, getting one from
No, it's plugged up.
Oh, okay. Have you seen the ones that are battery-powered like that?
The big ones?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
They put out there just like that.
While we were talking about the fan, Marlin quickly ran a play, but actually lost a yard as they handed off to number 24, Hartsfield. Going to be 2nd down and 12. Oh, I have just been corrected. That is battery or plug-in. Mr. Fioli, you can text me all you want. You got us the fan, and Greg brought it up here.
That's
number 24 once again on the carry, Hartsfield.
24 now.
The ground.
Yep, it is.
Stopped by number 72, Courtney Bird.
Bring up 3rd, about
Courtney Bird in on the stop there. Trying to get some extra help as they got 3 receivers to the far left. Quarterback keeper straight up the middle, untouched.
Yeah.
And he takes it in from
touchdown,
Woodson Jr., the senior quarterback. Puts Marlin up 13-6, 9:21 to go here in the second quarter, 9:21 to halftime. Comes up and for the Crockett Bulldogs, Carruthers, and I don't think he was act like he was going to throw a punch. I just think he was excited about blocking. Out there,
I looked down to mark the block kick, and I didn't see the. I looked up, and all I could see was yellow flag. Crockett took the ball over to their own 45. They had a 9-play drive, resulted in a 1-yard touchdown run by Tyrone Delane, and the kick was blocked, and that put Crockett on the scoreboard at 6, trailing right now 13-6. They're going to be kicking. Why would you do an onside kick? They're kicking off of Crockett's 45-yard line. You make an onside kick, 10 yards. You're going to keep him down by the 30-yard line.
You better put the good hands team out there on that 10 yards back from that tee.
Big numbers going out there. Hopefully they got good hands.
Centerville up 16-0 over Buffalo in a rivalry game, Tommy, that hadn't been played in a number of years, but they finally have got it back together, that being broadcast on 100.5 FM.
That would be a fun game. It's in Centerville, I'm pretty sure. That's
it is.
A fun game to be at.
They had T-shirts that said the Battle of I-45. Little pooch kick. I'm not sure who received it. He kind of went backwards. Number 16 for the Crockett Bulldogs, and that's going to be Bass.
I think number 4 for Crockett might be fixing it. He's going. I hope they don't kick him out of the game, but I mean he just retaliated big time.
And he took his helmet off. That's Zandrick Anderson. Not exactly
I
sure.
didn't see what they did to him. I think somebody hit him, and then he retaliated, and he planted a guy out there, and there's 3 flags right there where it happened. I hope he stays in the game, but I wouldn't be surprised if they give him an early exit.
Well, we'll find out here shortly as Coach Dixon is in his basket.
I mean, he didn't do like an illegal hit or punch or nothing.
Right.
He just basically just picked the guy up and slammed him on the ground. Unsportsmanlike play.
And they still having a meeting of the minds out there as they've yet to pick up their hankies. So, I'm not exactly sure where we'll be starting offensively at, but it ain't going to be at the 23-yard line.
It's going to be about the 15-yard line or the 8-yard line. Or somewhere in between there.
We'll see what the officials... Now the white hat's going over to talk to the coach of the Marlin Bulldogs.
This game, it's almost like walking in water or quicksand. It's kind of slow to develop. I mean, there's no speed to it at all so far. Right
well, there's lots of stoppage. I mean, lots of just putting the brakes on and just stop it. Now we don't have enough players on the field, but we're getting that taken care of. We're still waiting on the call from the official. This is where I wish the officials were mic'd, Tommy.
I was going to be unsportsmanlike.
It's got to be. But is he going to put the thumb up in the air? Now he's going to call. He wants to talk to Coach Dixon.
Oh, he's way over.
He was over here talking to the players that was on the bench. So Dixon and the white hat are having a conversation at about the 42-yard line. Again, coming up at halftime, we'll look at scores from around the area. Then during our Davy Crockett Drug halftime report, and then we'll check in with Superintendent of the Schools, John Emmerich. And now we're going to get the unsportsmanlike conduct against Crockett and unsportsmanlike conduct against Marlin. Offsetting. The player stays in the game.
Okay, good.
I like that. That's
like I say, I didn't see what he did first. So evidently, whatever he did first to Anderson was just as bad as what Anderson did back.
So offsetting penalties. So we
keep the ball right where it is.
We're going to start 1st and 10 at about the 18-yard line. And need to say hello to Grandma down in Trinity, Boston's grandmother. She's tuned in. She likes to listen to you and I, Tommy, do ball games. So she's tuned in down in Trinity. You looking for a little light?
No, I'm good. It's just a little dark, but I can see it. I'm afraid the light might make it hot in here again.
I bet the air conditioning's fixed before our next home game here. 1st and 10 for the Crockett Bulldogs. Two receivers.
Call me. I'll bring mine from the shop.
Two receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Collins in the shotgun formation. Now we got movement against Marlin, so I think it's going to be 1st and 5. We'll take that.
Our wide receiver split out to the right. He was sure quick to say it was Marlin. And it looks like they're taking big number. Is that 50 or 90?
That's 50. He's huge. Come on, guys. It don't take. Just mark it off. Let's go. 1st and 5 for Crockett. That's the offsides penalty against the Marlin Bulldogs. Again, Crockett trailing in the second quarter, 13-6, 9:17 to go. And 8:18 is our time.
I'm glad we're playing. I'm glad we're not in Marlin.
I'm glad we're at home. All right, resetting things here.
1st and 5.
1st and 5. Two receivers to the far
they got
right.
To take it down on the marker over there.
Yeah, they're wrong. Collins in the shotgun formation. Fake the pitch out. But he picked it back up. He's still on his feet. He's going to finally be taken down at about the 43-yard line. That's what you call a bounce going your way when you drop it.
3-yard gain by Collins.
When you drop it and it bounces right back up into you. That's a Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down. And we'll get those guys out here to fix this air in the press box. We'll call Calvin on speed dial. Calvin, bring us something cold.
I saw Mrs. Neal today. I hadn't seen Cynthia in a while. She was in a good mood today. They came into Tractor Supply.
Very good folks.
Yes, they are.
Collins again going to call his own number straight up the middle, bust a couple of tackles, give him about 4. If they lean just a little bit that direction, ball at the 46-yard line. Make it 46.5, Tommy, to be exact.
What worries me was when he's not Collins is tall. He's pretty thin. When he runs up the middle, he don't need to keep wiggling. Just go ahead and get down, because if you start wiggling, someone's going to get a shot on you.
And the Cowboys are losing. Chip's team 13-3 to the Seahawks. Astros and Orioles 0-0, top of the fourth, one out.
I think Mancini was a pretty good pickup.
Dude, there's no doubt.
Especially with Brantley out.
Delane takes it straight up the middle. It's going to pick up a first down, and he's still churning. You bet you, buddy. Gets it over inside the 45 down to the 44. First down for the Crockett Bulldogs. Again, brought to you by Calvin and Cynthia Neal with Hargrove Neal Heating and Air. 8-10 and counting till halftime.
Gives him 6 carries for 45 yards. Not a bad average.
That's exactly right. And if Verlander don't win the Cy Young, something's wrong.
Oh, he's going to have to get hurt here pretty quick for him not to win the Cy Young.
Dude, he is 39 years old and throwing BBs from the mound. Delane takes the handoff again. Going to be wrapped up.
Yeah, no gain.
Probably got, or they're going to give him I thought they were going to give him a half a yard. Maybe they give him a fourth of a yard.
Yeah, the Astros starting pitching, you know, they got 6 deep that I'd put their starting 6 against anybody in the league.
Well, Tommy, it was after football season, I think. No. I went to one of the World Series games. That was one of those bucket list things you do, but there was a lot of folks there.
Yeah.
A lot of folks. 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. Collins drops back. Little heat, and he gets away from one. Now he's at the 40. He's at the 35.
He almost horse-collared him.
He wanted it, and Dixon is asking for it. Another Hargrove Nail Heating and Air first down, gets knocked out of bounds at the 27. Crockett moving the ball on this highly ranked team from Marlin.
16-yard gain. That gives Collins now. He started off with a minus 16, and now he's up to 44 yards.
He's flipped that around. Pitches out to Delane, and he is wrapped up as number 8 for Marlin. Upwood read that one like a book.
5 yards.
Well, I mean, about the time that the Delane got the pitch, Tommy, he was in trouble.
Right there,
he was in trouble. So 2nd down and 16 for the Crockett Bulldogs. Collins and Delane in the backfield. Crockett's going to have 2 receivers to the left.
Is that a beautiful sky?
It's awesome. That and this fan makes this night much more comfortable. Ball on the ground, and
get the ball.
And Collins picks it up. He's going to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. But that was good reaction there by Collins. He picked it up instead of just covering it up. He tried to get, and he got back almost to the line of scrimmage.
Obviously, we're in 4-down territory at our own 34-yard line.
Marlin's 34.
Yeah, at Marlin's 34-yard line.
And we're going to have 3 receivers to the left.
I think they're trying to call timeout.
23-0 Centerville over Buffalo with 2:27 to go in the second. Timeout on the field. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
It's football time in Texas, and that means houses filled with cheering fans. If your home field needs a little fixing up for game day, we can help. Furniture for every room, appliances, flooring, mattresses, TVs, and accessories. Always with fair, honest prices, free delivery, and easy financing. That's why we've been the star of the team since 1927. Knox Furniture, 300 East Goliad, historic downtown Crockett.
Whether you have a medical condition affecting your eyes or you just want the best value in a new pair of glasses, Crockett Eye Clinic is the only vision source facility in Houston County with the cutting-edge technology necessary to diagnose and treat any ocular condition. They also offer the latest designs in frames and newest advances in contact lenses. Crockett Eye Clinic with Doctors McCall and Castleberry is your Crockett vision source. Call 936-544-3763 to make an appointment today.
And 3rd and 18 play, and I believe our Crockett, our number 2, is going to be out. He's going to move a little bit early, and they're going to throw out a flag, and it's going to be 3rd and 23, I believe. They're going to move Crockett back 5 more yards. The ball will be marked at about the 43-yard line. Oh, no, they're calling it on, actually called that on Marlin, so I guess he must have came across. So it's going to make it 3rd and 13 right at the 30-yard line of Marlin. Crockett, Collins in the backfield, snap back to him, looking to pass the ball. He scrambles, trying to get the ball thrown. Now he scrambles over here to the left side, throws the ball into the end zone, has the receiver open, and tipped at the last minute away, deflected by number 8 by the Marlin Bulldogs. Good defensive play there by Marlin, because, I mean, we had a receiver wide open. The ball was a foot from his hand for a touchdown, and the Marlin defender knocked it out, incomplete. I thought that was going to be a touchdown, Mr. Ansel. I really did.
Well, he might have hung up just a little too much in the air, just a little too much air under the ball. And I went and got another bottle of water. But that's okay.
So bring up fourth down.
Fourth and about 13 for the Crockett Bulldogs. As you said, 4-down territory early. High snap. Collins gets away. And there's the receiver. And his foot was in. His foot was in. His foot was in.
Yes, they're going to give it to him.
What a catch there, Tommy, by Dylan Porter. I mean, great footwork there on the sidelines. They got a player down back at the 40 for Marlin.
That's a cramp, it looks like. That gives Collins now 54 yards passing on 3 completions. And he just ran up. They thought he was going to run. They came up to play the run, and he just kind of just flicked his wrist and threw it to Porter. And he got in high school, college, you only going to get 1 foot down.
1 foot.
And that's all he got down.
And I mean, and it wasn't a complete foot. It was the front part of the foot.
Yeah.
Just got an update on the Buffalo Centerville game. The running back for Centerville, Paxton Hancock, 4 carries, 140 yards.
And Shelbyville and Alto, 11 seconds in the second quarter. Shelbyville's 40, Alto 28. Scoring bonanza.
No defense over there.
Lufkin's leading Tyler Legacy 3-0 right now. That's a big game.
1st and 10 for the Crockett Bulldogs at the 12-yard line of the Marlin Bulldogs. And number 6 gets the handoff. He breaks 2 tackles, but he don't want to go down. And I mean to tell you, Bedford down to 2. Delvin Bedford was dancing out there, buddy.
Gain of 9.
Quickly.
Yeah,
first and goal to go for the Crockett Bulldogs. And now we got a stoppage as the player coming off the field for Marlin, Tommy, number 5, Bell. That's the second time he's come out shaken up.
I think he got his bell rung a little bit earlier, and he's
no pun intended.
Yeah. Bell got his bell rung.
You said it.
Yeah,
I did.
I wasn't trying to do that. It's a little early in the season for me to be throwing puns out.
Well, you know, it is the first game. Celebrating again our 6th opening season game. And Delane takes the handoff, and he's in for the touchdown at the 4:54 mark here in the second quarter. And there goes the dancing lights once again at Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium.
I might be tempted to go for 2. I think we are.
And it looks like the offensive unit is still out there to go for 2. You go for 2. And T, you got the lead.
That's right. 4:54 mark. Crockett right now trailing 13-12, going for 2 here. I'd give it to Delane again.
Or I'd have Collins roll out and see if he can find a seam to get in. And he pitches out to Delane. Delane is going to come up a little short.
That wasn't a bad play.
That was not a bad play. 4:54 to go here in the second quarter, brought to you by Aurora Concepts. Our new score, the Marlin Bulldogs 13, the Crockett Bulldogs 12. We got a good one here at Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium. We're back in 60 seconds.
The Kellum family of Double K Concrete Construction is pleased to support the youth of Houston County. If you're in the market for concrete or construction work, Roger Kellum at Double K is the one to call. From the little job to the new house you're building, Double K does it all. Call Roger Kellum at 936-546-1994. That's 936-546-1994. Double K Concrete Construction, built on a strong foundation.
The weather is sizzling hot, and so are the deals at Cut Shaw. The time couldn't be better to drive a brand new Chevrolet, or maybe you're looking for that small vehicle to help with high rocket gas prices. Well, it's a win-win situation when you're shopping at Cutshaw Chevrolet. Cutshaw Chevrolet in Grapeland, where they're always keeping it simple. Check them out at CutshawChevrolet.com or call 800-288-7429.
Welcome back to Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium, getting ready for Cutshaw Chevrolet kickoff. Going to put the ball at the 40-yard line. Again, our new score, Marlin 13, Crockett 12. Don't forget, after everything is over tonight, we'll join the Whataburger TSN statewide scoreboard show, and it'll take you up till about 12:30 in the morning with scores from all around the state of Texas, including games from last night, and then talk about games that'll be tomorrow. Tommy and I will be on the road next Friday night in Rusk for our first road trip, and then the next Friday night we're on the road to Buna, and then we'll finally come back to Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium. Again, teed up, getting ready for the Cutshaw Chevrolet kickoff. 4:24 to go till halftime. We'll check scores around the area once we get to halftime, and sure would like to see a nice little turnover here. And a squib kick right down, and they're going to let it roll out of bounds. It kind of took a hook as it was going right down the middle of the field, and then all of a sudden it just went to the left and went smooth out of bounds. So be a flag on that one, Tommy.
Yeah, I think they get the ball. Is it at the 35 or 40? Or 40? I think it's 40.
We'll see.
Automatically. You don't see too many squib kicks that go that deep, go out of bounds. But that one, obviously. Who does your Baylor Bears play this next opening?
Next Saturday evening.
On the first? Oh, well, on the
3rd. They play Albany.
Cupcake?
Albany from New York.
Cupcake?
Their mascot is the Great Danes.
Oh. I like them.
And we will certainly be there, as Miss Katie will be working with the Baylor Athletic Department on their social media team. So we'll get to see her a little bit and get him, and you had a chance to wrap him up. And you had a chance again to wrap him up. Oh. And he's finally hurdles a couple of players and gets knocked out of bounds into Crockett territory.
Yeah, like Butler.
And Butler on the reception there picks up about 25 or 30 yards. And we had opportunities, but he's shifty.
Well, if you look at him, he's got some big legs. I mean, he's fast and he's strong for as small as he is.
Handoff straight up the middle. Some of that beef in that front line pushing our defensive line back on their heels.
Yeah, but for the most part, our defensive line has held their own. I mean, they don't have many yards rushing up the middle. Most of their yardage is on passes out in the flat.
That's exactly right. Our defense has played outstanding so far in this ball game tonight.
And typically the last few seasons, our defense has been a little bit behind our offense, and it might be kind of just the opposite right now. Our defense is kind of keeping us in the game. Of course, it's a one-point game.
2nd down and 6. Pass out there to number 6.
Get that guy right.
And we have opportunities to wrap him up. He ain't going down. I mean, he's going to pick up about 6 yards on that reception. He run 56 to get those 6.
And I'm not exaggerating, folks. I guarantee you he probably broke 8 tackles.
Sure.
There should have been 8 tackles made, and he broke through every tackle. Wrap them up, guys.
You went from one side of the field to the other side of the field, and then picked up the yardage. So they gave him 5, 3rd and 1.
Ooh, that running back right there dropped the load on our defender. I mean,
is that Lawton, number 6?
I think so.
Either number 6 or number 8.
That's going
to be number 8.
Yeah, that's
Hopwood.
8. He's coming out of the game. The 6 is still in the game over on the right-hand side in the slot.
1st and 10 for the Marlin Bulldogs at the
counting. It'd be nice,
36.
It'd be nice to keep him out of the end zone here late in the second quarter.
That's exactly right. 3 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Now Butler in motion. He gets the handoff And going to be knocked out of bounds. He is fast, Tommy.
You know, he's quick. He doesn't look all that fast, but he just keeps outrunning everybody.
I think what it is he can accelerate extremely quick. You know, he's kind of scooting along there, then all of a sudden the jets just come on.
And almost like swivel hips, kind of. I mean, he's hard to get a hold of.
Little Elvis?
Yeah, little Elvis. Thank you very much.
1st and 10, the ball at the 25. Woodson in the shotgun formation. He's going to hand off to number 24. He's going to pick up a first down and a few more after that as Hartsfield finally gets tripped up deep into our defensive secondary.
I think I'd be tempted to call timeout right now because I think our defense is a little gas. Tongues are hanging out right now.
They're a little gassed. 1st and 10, the ball at the 14-yard line of Crockett. And we finally stopped
there by 54.
Number 24, Hartsfield.
24. No, 54 for Crockett, I think that is. That is going to be 54 is Jim Carruthers, a sophomore defensive lineman. Big boy.
Big boy. Give Hartsfield about 3 yards on that carry.
How about a little apple or strawberry or pumpkin spice turnover right now?
That's exactly right. And another good defensive play there by the Crockett Bulldogs as Woodson Jr. going to pick up about 3 more yards. Clock is still ticking, Tommy. 2:24 and counting.
Somebody said up in the press box, "This is hot up here. The pizza won't even cool off."
And
timeout.
Crockett's going to call a timeout. We're going to take it with them. We're back in 60 seconds right here on K.I.V.Y.
Sign up today for Domino's Piece of the Pie Rewards Program and begin earning points towards a free pizza with every order of $10 or more. You can now even earn points over the phone or on past orders. Visit Domino's.com to sign up. And for more information, visit Domino's, located at 1000 Loop 304 in Crockett, or call them at 936-624-0111. That's Domino's Pizza in Crockett.
You like to look good, and the time is here to look better than good. Heavenly Boutique, located on the southeast corner of the square in downtown Crockett, is loaded with the fresh, exciting fashions for the newest of looks. Heavenly Boutique open Tuesday through Saturday with quality styling for the lady looking to step out dressed to make it happen. Go by Heavenly Boutique today and leave knowing you look great.
Welcome back to Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium, still in a timeout. Tommy, in some pro action. The Cowboys have come back a little bit. It's 13-10. Seattle still on top. Let's see, Astros and Baltimore still 0-0, and the Rangers are leading the Tigers 7-2.
And Lovelady leading Groveton. Big game halftime. Lovelady leading 20-7. And the Grapeland Sandys are close game. They're leading Frankston 8-6.
Yep, and we're 13-12, but Marlin is knocking on the door. 3rd and about 5. We need a huge defensive stand here for the Crockett Bulldogs. Second quarter action brought to you by Aurora Concepts, and the quarterback's going to take it straight up the middle, pick up the first down, and pick up the touchdown.
9-yard touchdown.
And we're going to have exactly 2 minutes, Tommy, to try to do something. But again, Crockett trailing now 19-12. Coming out for the Cutshaw Chevrolet extra point is Ezekiel Chavez. Last time around, Crockett blocked it. We'll see if they can handle that once again. Snap is high, but it's down, and it's blocked again.
No good.
And Crockett gets it. They're trying to run it out. And we'll see.
Good thing is we're still only 7 points down.
Absolutely. And number 9 for the Crockett Bulldogs runs that one out of the end zone. That's Corey Simon. So, with exactly 2 minutes to go till halftime, our new score is the Marlin Bulldogs 19, the Crockett Bulldogs 12. We're back in 60 seconds right here on K.I.V.Y.
Bruner's Economy Car Center is your complete full-service automotive body repair center. The Bruner family has been taking care of citizens of Houston and surrounding counties since 1972, and their reputation speaks for itself. Bruner's Economy Car Center will tow your vehicle and set you up in a hassle-free rental car. Bruner's Economy Car Center, located 5 miles north of Crockett on Highway 287 in Latexo, or give them a call at 936-544-7142. Bruner's Economy Car Center, celebrating 50 years.
Crockett Farm and Fuel, located on Loop 304 in Crockett. Crockett Farm and Fuel is your local Purina dealer with the best value for your dollar and is ready to serve you. Crockett Farm and Fuel can serve large or small ranchers and weekend ranchers too. And Crockett Farm and Fuel is always ready to assist the pet owners no matter the size of your pet. Crockett Farm and Fuel with high quality merchandise and a large variety of choices. Also remember, Crockett Farm and Fuel offers non-ethanol fuel and diesel too. That's Crockett Farm and Fuel, open 6 days a week, Monday through Friday till 5:30, Saturday until 1.
Welcome back, Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium. Ansel Bradshaw along with Tommy McTaber, and another Cutshaw Chevrolet kickoff. This time around, it's by the Marlin Bulldogs. And Tommy, these kickoffs have just been squibs.
Yeah, nobody's got a big foot in this game. They're just going to kick it down to about the 30-yard line.
And that one's going to go out of bounds. So Crockett, little flag on the play. Crockett will set up 1st and 10, and no time off the clock.
Right.
Crockett trailing 19-12. Let's see if we can't punch this one in, my friend.
And I believe we do have. Each team has one timeout left, according to the scoreboard.
Again, coming up at halftime, Tommy will give a recap of scores from around the area. Then we'll visit with, brought to you by Davy Crockett Drug. And we'll visit with John Emmerich, Superintendent of Schools for Crockett Independent School District, with our new feature, our Student Organization of the Week. And I think we're going to talk about our FFA students that went this summer and even brought home a state championship, Tommy. And big things happening at Crockett Independent School District, and moving forward one day at a time. And certainly good to be a part of that. Then we'll have our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game and at the conclusion of our game. So let's see what we can do. Collins is looking downfield. He's going to air this one out. We got a receiver open. And he caught the ball. Great pass there to number 2, Porter.
The 35, that's 15 plus 9. That's going to be 20. 15 plus 6. That's
21.
They keep moving it back. 21 yards.
Now what do we got? We got a stoppage. We're going to have a timeout. Marlin? Wait a minute. What are we doing? I don't know. We're ready to run the play. The White Hat calls an official timeout, indicates Marlin took a timeout, but where everybody's lined up.
Who knows?
Well, if we was playing baseball, I'd say who's on first. Okay, forget the timeout. Glad we didn't go to a commercial break. 1st and 10 for Crockett. That's a Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down. And we're at the 44-yard line. And a great pass there by Collins to number 6, Bedford. He's going to pick up another Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down, give him 12 yards on that reception.
Who caught the pass, the 21-yard pass? Was that Simon?
That was Simon that caught that one. Bedford caught the last one. 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs at the 33-yard line. And 14 seconds have come off the play clock. I like it. Well, because we've got out of bounds. We've stopped the clock. You know, we're not having to use that last time out. Collins got a little room, Nathan. He's going to get wrapped up for a loss.
Throw that away, Collins.
Yep. Gets taken back at the 40-yard line.
And the player that sacked is down on the ground.
Marlin's got a player down.
I think when he tackled him, his back of Collins' shoe, he got him right in the abdomen, probably knocked the breath out of him.
And our trainer is out there as their trainer comes across the side. We want to say a special thanks to all of our sponsors, Knox Furniture, the Houston County Electric Cooperative, Aurora Concepts, Davy Crockett Drugs, Piney Woods Law Firm, Bruner's Economy Car Center, Cutshaw Chevrolet, Hargrove Neal Heating and Air, Darling Ingredients, Crockett Eye Clinic, Domino's Pizza, Wiesner, located on I-45 in Huntsville, Crockett Independent School District, Volcraft, Double K Concrete Construction, Heavenly Boutique, K.I.V. Broadband, Batters Law Firm, Crockett Farm and Fuel, and Crockett Medical Center. We appreciate all those folks supporting the Crockett Bulldogs all season long and supporting what we do here on Friday nights, Tommy, and giving us an opportunity to do it.
And that's big number 40, Wilson, defensive lineman for Marlin, senior, walking off the field under his umpire. Good to see. Now he's jogging off the field. I believe he's going to be okay.
He's going to be okay. So, Tommy, we lost about 7 yards on that sack, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 17 for the Bulldogs. The ball at the 40-yard line of the Marlin Bulldogs. Crockett trailing 19-12. Little screen. Beautiful play there as Delane gets it, and almost back to the original line of scrimmage.
No, they gave down to the 30-yard line. So
they moved it back to the 34.5.
Okay.
And we were at the 40, so almost 6 yards on that pass play. Going to bring up 3rd down and 11. But I like the call. I like the call. That just, let that defensive line suck them in and just get that little pass right over. But it was a good read by the defensive backs of Marlin to close in and to force the lane out of bounds. Give Collins a little bit of time. He's going to air it out. And did he get it? Touchdown, Crockett Bulldogs! He took it away. Yeah, he took it away. That's Simon. Simon on the money. I like that combination.
34-yard touchdown pass. And that puts Collins over 100 yards for the half.
And Tommy, just in case you were wondering, Mr. Simon is a sophomore.
Yeah, he's a player. He's a player.
Now, we're going to go for 2. And if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Simon's sister played at the University of North Texas as a softball player.
Yeah, she's actually come out this summer and played a little co-ed softball, and everybody out there calls her D1.
She good.
Yeah, she's good.
She good.
Oh, she's good. Oh, when the balls hit her or when she hits the ball, it just makes a different sound. I mean, she's such a sweet young lady, very respectful. The Simons did a great job raising those kids.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, our new score, 19-18, pending either the extra point or the 2-point conversion, brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. And Tommy, this drive started with 2 minutes. There's 1:11 left on the clock. That's 49 seconds that we've marched down the field.
And what I like is our first possession, we went backwards, in front of the ball. Our second possession, we turned it over on the 3rd play, and then the last 3 possessions, all 3 resulted in touchdowns.
Well, let me say this. The Crockett Civic Center ain't the only place that's rocking tonight. So is Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium.
Good game here. I mean, it's going to be a 1-point game either way. We're going to be 1 point ahead, 1 point.
Well, now, they can strike quick. So, yeah, but we're going to go for 2, brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. And now what?
No, we moved.
So now do you come out and try the extra point? I didn't see any movement, but that certainly doesn't mean that it didn't.
The 2 kickers we had last year, did they both graduate, or did they move? Or I think the guy that did most of the kicking, 32. I think he was a senior last year. But there's another kid. I don't know if he's out for football this year or if he just might have possibly moved. What to get our
number 17 on your roster?
Wasn't he on there last year?
I believe you're right.
Crockett going for 2.
He was open over in the corner.
And he's got it. Can he get into the end zone? And he does. He hits the power line. You got to give it to him.
Yes.
Yes. Crockett has the lead. 20-19. 2-point conversion good, brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet, keeping it simple in Grapeland. Crockett now has the lead, 20-19, with 1:11 to go till halftime. All I can say is my good buddy Tyrone is lighting up Boston's cell phone right now. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get too deep into that conversation right now because I'm busy. But can you hear me now? We're just going to keep it right here, Tommy. Again, coming up at halftime, I'll get you to recap scores brought to you by Davy Crockett Drug during our Davy Crockett Drug halftime report. Then we're going to get Mr. Emmerich, superintendent of the schools for Crockett ISD in. We're going to talk about the different things going on with the district, including our student organization of the week.
At half, we might try to switch this out, the other version, if we can.
Okay.
This thing's getting where it's not really comfortable.
No, we gotta, Tommy, we gotta find you a headset. I don't know. I need to stop with a smiley face.
Well, when Christopher Columbus wore this headset, it probably was pretty comfortable, but it's not very comfortable.
No, dude, I don't even know where he dug that up at, but
he found us one though.
He did, but what you're wanting to do is go to just a plain headset with a mic.
Yeah, because this thing it's digging a hole in the side of my head over here.
Yep, and or do you want to try the one that Charlie had?
We'll see.
Okay,
we'll
fair
figure it
enough.
out.
All right, here we go. Cutshaw Chevrolet kickoff. Number 21 is kicking off. Where did this come from? And that's Castillo.
Trying to make a tackle, guys.
Yeah, stop him. Do not let him get out. There you go. Wrap him up. Going to wrap him up at about the 18-yard line.
And you see this in high school all the time. You even see it in college. You have guys sprint down there and they don't make the tackle.
And they overrun it.
They just keep running.
Tommy,
get back in the play.
If you look at your roster, number 12, we have actually 3 kickers. Number 12, number 17, and number 21. We have 3. But
I tell you, 21, that's the best kickoff of the night right there.
For either team. That's right. Again, brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. And
I tell you, Zero is who I keep my eyes on right here. I don't know where he is.
Well, he's hidden out there somewhere. 1st and 10 for Marlin. And they're just going to hand the ball off.
Yeah, they're going to get the ball.
Big number 24.
Second half.
And they may just be content to run out the clock.
I'm kind of surprised.
Well, they may be gassed a little bit, too. Give them about 5 yards on that carry. There he is. And just like you said, now they're going to call a horse collar on us. They've done it to us 3 times tonight. No flag, but now we do it over there, and they're going to call it on us.
Yeah, I'm not. Of course, like we say, these officials, this is their first game of the year too. But this crew has been. They haven't let the game flow very well, and then they constantly are grouping in meetings to discuss things. Of course, I guess they're trying to critique themselves.
So it's going to be a penalty against the Crockett Bulldogs after the run by Butler. So once they mark off the penalty, it's going to be deep inside of Crockett territory at the 44-yard line.
Both teams are out of timeout
with 37 seconds left.
So if you can tackle inbounds, you got to tackle them inbounds. Make that clock keep ticking because they cannot call timeout.
2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left for Marlin. Woodrow drops back. He's going to air it out. He's got a receiver wide open. And there's a touchdown, Tommy.
That fast.
Marlin goes right back on top.
Zero.
From 44-yard touchdown pass play. So from Woodrow,
Woodson to Butler.
or Woodson to Butler. That's that combination, 7-0.
That was 44 yards.
That's right.
Hey, we can answer. We got 29 seconds.
They got the ball with 1:11. There's 29 seconds left, 24-20.
Should be 25. They had 19, didn't they? Didn't they have 19? When it 19-18? 20-19 we were ahead? Or was it 2018?
It was 20-19.
Yeah, it should be 25-24.
Should be 25-20.
Yeah, 25-20, yeah.
Now,
of course, you know, our guys over here, they went to Crockett High School just like
they said there's. Now, Tommy, you said nobody had timeouts. What do we got going on here?
Fisher's got to catch their breath.
I mean,
because it should be 25. There, they just changed it. Okay.
Okay, 25-20. Crockett, we'll see if they're going to come out. I bet you they go for 2. You just about have to because you're only up by 5.
Put you up, only put you up by 6.
Yeah, so they're going to go for 2.
Quarterback keeper, or
he's going to roll out. Get him. There you go. There you go.
Beautiful play.
Good play there by number 54, the Crockett Bulldogs, Carruthers.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Carruthers read that like a book, my friend. So 25-20, 29 seconds to go. And the Soup has made his way up here. Got him a bottle of water, standing and getting him some of that fan.
And don't be blocking that fan now. And we do appreciate y'all bringing that fan up here.
Yeah. But as I told Tommy, we're just going to keep it right here. As I told Tommy, I said, I bet you when we come back after the next 2 road trips, the air conditioning will be working.
Like Trey down there said, it's so hot up here, the pizza's not even cooling down. Okay.
But very impressed with the Crockett Bulldogs so far, Tommy, here in the first half.
Yeah, we kind of got a little sluggish right there. That penalty was big, and because they got them down there where they could strike. If they hadn't had that penalty, I think they might have been content just to run the clock out and go in trailing by 1. But they got that penalty and got down across midfield, and they threw it up to Big Butler, and he came down with the touchdown.
That's right. Ezekiel Chavez getting ready to kick it off, brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet.
Let it go out of bounds again.
Little pooch kick, going to be taken and fumbled, but Crockett's back on it. So we'll take it 1st and 10 at the 28-29 yard line. And I think we air it out. I think Collins drops back and just lets it rip.
So we're going to take over with the 29. Is that what they're going to mark it? Yeah.
29 yard line.
The 20 has been our worst field, or the 18 has been our worst field position to start. For the most part, we've taken over on our 30s or 40s just about every possession.
Right.
I don't know. They might, you might drop back and throw it deep one time, or you might just kneel it and go to the half and talk about it.
Well, I mean, you know, just see what you can do. I mean, there's no timeouts, but just go deep. You don't want, something to the corners that might possibly get picked off, and they're going to hand off to Delane. He's going to go up the middle, pick up about 2 yards, and that may be the last play, Tommy.
Yeah, nobody's got a timeout left, so that should be it.
At least we thought. Earlier there was some timeouts, and so that's going to be the last play as Coach Dixon has taken off his headset, putting it on the bench. So we're going to go into halftime with the Marlin Bulldogs leading the Crockett Bulldogs 25-20. We're going to come back in a minute and a half. Tommy's going to recap some stuff, and then I'm going to come back after that and visit with Superintendent of Schools, Mr. John Emery, and talk about what's going on at Crockett ISD. Tommy will be back with scores brought to you by Davy Crockett Drug in 90 seconds right here on K.I.V.Y.
Crockett ISD offers students not only a personalized academic experience with caring staff members, but also many UIL opportunities to allow them to grow even further. From award-winning contests in one-act play, robotics, FFA, and more, to numerous athletic opportunities in football, basketball, cross-country, and more. For information, call Crockett ISD today at 936-544-2125. Crockett ISD, one town, one school, one family.
field for your halftime entertainment is the Big Blue Band from Bulldog Land. The band is under the direction of Mrs. Dana Moore and J.R. Martinez, assisted by Ruben Sanchez. Drum majors for the Bulldog Band are Marcus Moore and Donna Jean Colbert. Field for your halftime entertainment is the Big Blue Band from Bulldog Land. The band is under the direction of Mrs. Dana Moore and J.R. Martinez, assisted by Ruben Sanchez. Drum majors for the Bulldog Band are Marcus Moore and Donna Jean Colbert. With the new year, we bring back our prize marching band, military style. The band just performed March of the Chinchilla Fanfare and will now play Alamo March by Carl King. Get on your feet to help us celebrate some love for Crockett with our beloved fight song. would like to thank all of our administration for their tireless work and dedication towards and success. Thank you goes out to Brandon and Candace Cooper over the unvectored track car. And Betty Parrish for your donation of drinks and water for Friday Night Football. A special thanks goes to Filthy Greenwood for their fabrication repair of our xylophone. Enjoy the rest of the game and go Bulldogs!
Overall, that group of kids that went up there, we took 15 kids up there, and they all competed well. But, yes, we have a state championship. And one of the things we did last year, the ag department came to me, and they gave us a proposal of how they could start expanding the ag program, and one of those was to add another teacher and start teaching some ag courses at the junior high. And you see how well that paid off in just 1 year, because 6 of those students that placed at state came out of that program from being 8th graders. And we built a rabbit hutch over there, and there's some rabbits that they're doing projects with. That was actually what the state championship girls did their project on was, and it wasn't just they raised some rabbits. They had to keep elaborate records of the feed and all kinds of stuff that they did throughout the year with those rabbits, and then present that to the judges, and they were state champions.
Fantastic. And one of the things that you and I have talked a little bit about is maybe each week doing a student spotlight, doing an organization. But I have to say, since we're talking about FFA, that we had a teacher that was highly recognized.
We did. We had it. In fact, that was the teacher that is teaching at the junior high and the high school combined. This is a teacher that I know well. Where she taught before was where my kids went to high school, and she was their teacher. And that wasn't too long ago. My daughter just graduated this year, and my son graduated a couple years ago, so she's not real old.
Right.
But she earned her honorary lifetime FFA degree for teachers to be able to get. That is a rare thing. Most teachers never get that, and certainly teachers as young as she is have rarely get it that early. And one of the ways they get that is how successful their students have been that they coached and took to competition, and how well they've done. So these students this summer kind of put her over the top and got her that degree.
And if I'm not mistaken, John, that's a national honor.
That is a national honor.
Okay.
That is given from the National FFA group. In fact, she will be recognized at the National Convention coming up this fall in Indianapolis. And so we're going to send her up there to get her degree and get that award. And it's a good thing. And just something else that this is just early out there.
Yes, sir.
We are another part of our ag department. We are going to be hosting here in October it's going to be on a Saturday. Teams are going to pay an entry fee. They're going to start at 8 in the morning and go till 4 in the afternoon and build a trailer.
Wow.
And right now we have 7 teams have committed to come. We can handle up to 10, and we think we're going to get 10 teams, and they're going to pay the entry fee. We're going to have some of the materials are donated, and I'll announce that later when that's a little more finalized. And the teams will be there that day and start from scratch and build a trailer.
Will the trailers be available for sale, or will the schools take them back, or has that been decided?
I'm not sure yet how that's going to work out. They may be something they take back and have to work on a little more or whatever. But the winner will be the one that completes the project the most and has the best trailer by the end of the day.
Well, we need to set up a video camera.
We do.
Just on our kids and just record the whole thing, because that's phenomenal.
That would be a great time-lapse video there to see that. When they first told me about it, I said, that's going to happen in one day? They said, yes, it's going to happen in one day. And so I'm very excited that we're going to host that. And, like I said, we have 7 teams committed right now, and we can handle up to 10. So, and we have more than 3 more are already interested, and we'll just pretty much be first come, first serve. So a lot of good things going on with our ag department and our FFA and those things. In fact, I was over there after school today, and there was a young lady waiting to get her lamb. Her lamb was being delivered, and the teachers told me that we already have more kids doing big projects like lambs and pigs and goats than we've had ever in recent history here. So we're going to have several students competing at the fair this year, more than we have before. And that was another thing I charged them with. Let's get more kids involved. More kids are getting involved. We have more kids in the band this year. We have more kids on the football team. So we're moving in the right direction. People are seeing that. In fact, we had some people move in because they saw what we did with the FFA this summer.
Right.
They said that's why they decided to come.
Absolutely. And
Crockett.
What our hopes is this is a student organization highlight, and John and I will visit about one next week while we're over in Rusk, and it's something that we want to, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a student athlete. It can be whatever, and we'll keep you updated. John, thanks for coming by. I'm really impressed with the Crockett Bulldogs. We're about 8 minutes away from starting the third quarter. We're going to kick it back to the station here, the TSN halftime report, brought to you by Davy Crockett Drugs. Again, special thanks to John Emmerich, Superintendent of Schools for Crockett Independent School District. We're back after the TSN halftime report right here on K.I.V.Y.
I'm Jimmy the St. Christopher. Welcome to the TSN High School Football Spotlight. It's week 1 of the 2022 season. Shane Tollison, Coach Tolley, is in his second year as head coach at Waxahachie. What is his philosophy for the tribe?
Well, my philosophy here, number 1, is have a fun, free-loving, disciplined program with our kids here. Bring the tradition back to Waxahachie that's here, that's ready to go, and be invested in the fabric of this community with our program. I feel like our program should be the front porch of this community, grow this thing the right way in numbers and develop men. So I'm just excited to be here, excited to be a part of this program.
The Indians were 6-5 last season and were a D2 by district finalist. How different is this year's team?
First off, it's strength. Last year when I arrived, it was probably, I think on record, we had 2 kids power clean over 225 pounds. Now we have 52 in the varsity level. So it's good to see that when you talk about strong, that comes confidence. And the buzzword around is always culture and mental toughness. And culture and mental toughness is created in the weight room with that weight on your back. And I felt like our kids have done an outstanding job just starting January 1 and coming in and just buying in to the prescription that we talk about and putting on the weight they need to put on. We're a stronger team. We're an older team. We're senior heavy. There's some things we still got a lot of work to do to get better. But I'm proud of where we are from where we were last year.
Hey, do you lift a lot of weights and stuff and watch your diet to keep up with those young bucks?
I have to, or they call me out.
Are you ever challenged by them?
I can always do one rep. But I do the one rep to make me look good. But I always jump in after they've done like 2 sets of 10.
Right.
And I'll jump in and say, "Oh, you can't do that," and I'll do my one and go, "Come on." So I'm always going to look good.
Coming up, we'll hear about the Waxahachie Indians' big opening night game when the TSN High School Football Spotlight continues.
Hi, this is Rodney Anderson. Let me give you a few reasons why so many of our customers are doing cash-out refinances. They're doing them to pay off high-interest rate credit card debt, make home improvements to increase your value, invest in real estate such as a second home or investment property. Whatever your reason is, call me today at 1-800-EXPRESS, or you can easily apply at rodneyanderson.com.
With approved credit, terms subject to change without notice. Equal housing lender, NMLS ID 2129, not affiliated with a government entity. Milo NMLS ID 196730, 3000 Village Parkway, number 400, Highland Village, Texas 75077.
I kind of thought I was getting a little bit buzzed, but I think I'm okay. I'm okay. But then as I was driving, I could feel myself being more and more drunk than I was when I sat in the car. Having to be put in the handcuffs and having to be taken into a holding cell and all that kind of stuff, it's like a dehumanizing experience. You end up having to pay money. You have to do community service. If I had to tally all of it, it was probably close to about 10, 15 grand that it cost. It was just a mess, like all of it.
Drinking and driving isn't worth the cost. Get a sober ride. Sponsored by the Texas Department of Transportation.
Welcome back to the TSN High School Football Spotlight. Waxahachie quarterback Roderick Hartsfield has come a long way after having 2 offensive coordinators in 2 years. He will run more this season. The D is faster in the secondary with Calvin Hunt Simpson. Middle linebacker LaMarcus Reed is the defensive leader. Simpson is committed to Ohio State, Abney to Utah State, Hatley to Navy. Coach Shane Tollison on Ennis, this week's opponent.
You know, they're always going to be sound in what they do. They got a top quarterback in the state of Texas, Jackson Gilkey, and he does a tremendous job of throwing the football. He's as accurate as a quarterback that since I played against, coached against Highland Park. They got a bunch of receivers they can throw it to. They don't drop balls. They're very, very well coached. They're well coached in the offensive line. Their scheme is sound in what they do. Defensively, they're going to run around, run fast. I know they have a lot of new guys out there. They're going to run around and play fast, be sound in what they do. I've got the utmost respect for Sam and what he does, and I love him every other day except this day.
How tough will District 11-6A be this season with Duncanville, Cedar Hill, and DeSoto?
You know what? It's as tough as it is in the country, and that's where you want to be in. That's the district you want to be in. I mean, you come to Waxahachie, number one for the tradition of the community, but you come here because people are afraid of 11-6A. I say go play on the largest stage in America. I think 11-6A is the toughest stage in America with Mansfield and the other schools that you mentioned that putting Waxahachie in it. And you had Dallas Skyline, and why not? Why not be on that stage in front of all those people, in front of all those scouts, and play the top talent in the state? Why not do that? So looking forward to it.
It will be an exciting season for the Indians. Thanks to Waxahachie Indians head coach Shane Tollison for being on this week's TSN High School Football Spotlight. I'm Jimmy, the St. Christopher.
The Kellum family of Double K Concrete Construction is pleased to support the youth of Houston County. If you're in the market for concrete or construction work, Roger Kellum at Double K is the one to call. From the little job to the new house you're building, Double K does it all. Call Roger Kellum at 936-546-1994. That's 936-546-1994. Double K Concrete Construction, built on a strong foundation.
The weather is sizzling hot, and so are the deals at Cutshaw. The time couldn't be better to drive a brand new Chevrolet, or maybe you're looking for that small vehicle to help with high rocket gas prices. Well, it's a win-win situation when you're shopping at Cutshaw Chevrolet. Cutshaw Chevrolet in Grapeland, where they're always keeping it simple. Check them out at CutshawChevrolet.com or call 800-288-7429.
It's football time in Texas, and that means houses filled with cheering fans. If your home field needs a little fixing up for game day, we can help. Furniture for every room, appliances, flooring, mattresses, TVs, and accessories. Always with fair, honest prices, free delivery, and easy financing. That's why we've been the star of the team since 1927. Knox Furniture, 300 East Goliad, historic downtown Crockett.
And about 45 seconds before the start of the second half here, both teams haven't come out on the field yet. They're in their inflatables, but haven't actually come out on the playing field yet. We're waiting on, I think the officials are out on the field ready to play. But, yeah, they're flashing lights. Here come the Crockett Bulldogs. Marlin Bulldogs supposed to come out of their inflatable also. And we'll be back to playing live ball. And I want to real quick kind of go over the stats. Not a lot of stats in this game, but Collins has carried the ball 11 times for 35 yards. Delane has carried the ball 9 times for 43 yards. Bedford 2 times for 9 yards. Simon 1 time for 5 yards. Collins has put the ball up to 9 times. He's completed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the 9 attempts for 127 yards and 1 touchdown. And Simon has caught the ball 4 times for 76 yards. And that big play was that 34-yard touchdown catch. And Mr. Porter has 2 catches for 20 yards, and Mr. Bedford has 1 catch for 12 yards.
And those stats and scoring summaries brought to you by Darling Ingredients. And special thanks to John Emmert for coming by and talking about the FFA and the state championship that was won during the summer. And we're going to do these student organizations and so forth. And he even said off the air that maybe we'll just get a student to come up and visit a little bit, and I think that's great, just to promote Crockett Independent School District every opportunity that we can get. And the train, Grand Funk Railroad, the train is back on the track and getting ready to leave. But I've talked to it was a sellout close to it. I've talked to my wife who went. I've talked to my good buddy Tom, and he said it was outstanding.
And they were supposed to be here early in the last.
They had to postpone twice due to COVID, but they were able to get it handled and to get it taken care of. And from what I understand, it was a sure enough show. As Matthew just sent in a text, 35-6, Centerville on top. Tommy, we're getting ready to start the third quarter, which with this kickoff, third quarter brought to you by Piney Woods Law Firm. And I think number 21 is back out there to put his foot into it. And my friend, he drives that one all the way back to the goal line. That's going to be taken by number 0. And if he gets just the seam, he's hard to bring down. He's back up to the 30 and gets tackled from behind, Tommy, down at the 32. Crockett trailing here starting the third quarter, 25-20. But, I'm very impressed with the Crockett Bulldogs in the first half.
I tell you, for our first game, I thought we were going to come out kind of a little bit rusty, a little bit unsure. And I think the first possession or two, we were that way. But since then, we gave up that long touchdown pass there late in the second quarter. But other than that, defense has played pretty good for the first game of the year.
Absolutely.
With only 1 scrimmage under the belt.
That's right. I had to, because that second scrimmage against Malakoff here at the Jack was canceled due to weather, but I had to adjust your mic. You changed headsets at halftime, and we're going to work on you a headset. Busted play as Woodson takes it up.
I mean, he lifted him up in the air, knocked him sideways.
And that's Zandrick Anderson. And not only did he knock him down, Tommy, then he picked him up.
Yeah, that's good sportsmanship. I like to see that.
That's exactly right. But, again, we're going to work on you a headset that doesn't dig into the side of your head. Second down and a long 3 as Marlin picks up the first down and still churning. Whistles blow. Let's see. They're going to say forward progress. First down as number 6 for Marlin, Lofton.
And I think Marlin has kind of seen how quick we could score. We scored our last 3 possessions. I think they're really going to be kind of content to run the ball, burn a little clock, and try to drive the ball down the field that way.
Well, we'll certainly keep an eye on that. Crockett, Tommy, you mentioned it early in the second quarter. Apple turnover, cherry turnover.
Pumpkin spice. That time of year.
Well, it was 95 degrees. Well, it was 195 in this press box since the air conditioners were broke. But we did get a fan. Now Marlin's going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them. Early timeout. First and 10 for Marlin. The ball at their own 44. They call a timeout. we're going to take it with them. Crockett trailing 25-20. We're back in 60 seconds.
Carol, can you smell that?
No, what is it?
It's the smell of football. I'm so glad football season is finally here again.
That's right. I love going to games and catching up with all of my friends. You just don't forget to tell me when the game is over. You almost forgot me last year.
I would never forget you. Who else is going to take such good care of all of our customers at Davy Crockett Drug?
That's right. We have the best customers at Davy Crockett Drug. All you football fans, be sure and call me at 936-544-2275 for all your medication needs. Just don't call me on a Friday night. I will be at the game. You just don't forget to tell me when the game is over.
For more than 50 years, the fine folks at Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation in Grapeland, manufacturer of steel joists, deck, and grating, has been supporting the youth of this community. Volcraft realizes that investing in the youth of this community is an investment in each and every person. The employees at Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation, would like to take the time to encourage you to get out and to support the youth in your community. Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation.
Welcome back to Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium. It's the Wiesner of Huntsville Press Box, your home for Buick, Cadillac, Chevrolet, and GMC. And Tommy, they came out of that timeout early, threw a little screen pass for about a 1-yard gain, going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for Marlin. The ball at their own 45-yard line. 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the left, and they hand off to the big running back. He breaks 1 tackle. He breaks 2. He's still grinding it out, gets inside the 40, picks up a 1st down as number 8, and that is Hopwood, linebacker, running back, a junior for the Marlin Bulldogs. And he's a load, my friend.
Yeah, this a little misdirection. I mean, he kind of took the ball and looked like it was going to come. The play was going to come to the left. He took the ball like a little counter play and went to the right, and he was probably 10 yards down the field for anybody contact.
1st and 10 for Marlin at the 39-yard line. 3rd quarter action again brought to you right here on K.I.V.Y. by Piney Woods Law Firm. It is 9:45 and counting. Crockett trailing by 5. Ball on the ground. Picked up by the quarterback. He can turn nothing into something, and he's going to get stood up for a loss. Now we've got a penalty. 2 flags come in.
I would think that had to be a hold.
I would think so as well.
The decline, and you'll take the play.
Or a face mask. Let's see what the call is.
They didn't face mask the quarterback.
Now right? Dixon is out on the field. He's pleading his case. He may have to get that Piney Woods Law Firm that's sponsoring that 3rd quarter to help him with him pleading now. But I think
it's on. They're asking if he wanted to take the penalty. I think he's going to decline it. It's going to be
3rd in the Texo.
Yeah. I think it's going to be 2nd down and 16 or so.
They're going to take the penalty.
Oh, they are going to take the penalty. It must have been after the play.
I think it was a personal foul.
Yeah, they marked off 15 yards.
They did. Personal foul against the Marlin Bulldogs.
So it's going to be 1st down.
But it pushes the ball back to their 46.
And it's the chain crew's first game also. Have you noticed that?
Yeah,
they've been struggling a little bit tonight, too, just like everybody else has.
Now, Tommy,
they marked 20 yards off.
Now they move the ball back to the Crockett's 49. Okay.
Makes it a 10-yard penalty.
Let's see.
Okay. Who's on first?
Yep. Absolutely. 1st and 20 for Marlin.
Quarterback keeper.
And we trip him up after about 3 yards.
72 with a nice defensive
and
55.
And Blake Jones, number 55.
2 big boys for Crockett.
Absolutely. They read that play and said, well, you might get by, so you're going to have to do it on your knees because we're fixing to take your legs out from under you.
Only gain of 2 yards, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and about 17, 18 maybe.
See if we can get some updates on.
I'm surprised to see that the Massville is good, but Massville beat Diboll 42-0.
Well,
can you believe that? And that Diboll picked to win our district. Of course, it's early in the season, but
yeah,
that's kind of shocking. They didn't score a point.
When I talked to Eubanky on the interview, he'll be happy. delay a game.
Oh, okay. Looked like one of our right defensive ends might have had his helmet offside at the snap of the ball, but we'll take 5 more yards.
What do the cheerleaders say? Push them back, way back. Second down, and Tommy.
Love lady.
Okay.
Low snap.
And the quarterback picks it up, but you got to get him.
He's going to get down to where it's going to be about 3rd and about 10.
Gets back to the original line of scrimmage at the 39-yard line. And you know, it looks like. I mean,
find out they have a punter.
Well, he's, as you say, he's in the. Well, ours is as well, because neither team has punted.
No, we punted one side of the end zone there.
Yes, we did. You're exactly right. You're exactly right. 3rd down and 10 for Marlin. Ball at the Bulldogs' 39-yard line, and he's going to air it out. And he pushed off, and you got it. There you go.
Yeah, I think Coach Dixon helped.
Yep.
Urge that a flag. We got a flag.
Well, Dixon was about 5 to 6 feet up in the air.
3rd and 20, or do you make it 4th and 10?
I think you make it 4th and 10. You got a quarterback that threw just under 3,500 yards last year. You got a receiver that had 19 touchdowns in the air. You don't give him that chance. There you go. He declined it. It's going to be 4th and 10. So, you know.
They're still going. Well, they might punt the ball. Let their punter come in, and
or do they pull a fake?
Number
14.
14, looks like his uniform's off the clean. How about that little high snap right here?
Yep.
The center is number 40. You don't see too many centers number 40.
He's the tallest man out there on the field.
And they're having trouble lining up where they need to line up.
Punter standing right at the 50. Punt brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet, keeping it simple.
Low snap, drops the ball, but it does get it off.
And you might just let that one bounce into the end zone. Go.
Yeah, it got in there.
It's going to be a touchback, so Crockett will come out 1st and 10.
The 20-yard line.
And looking at some scores, Tommy, the Astros are down 2-0 in the bottom of the 8th. Dallas and the Seahawks tied 20-20 going into the 4th.
You know, when Dallas won that game last week, that's the first road game, preseason game they've won since 2012. Of course, they've never really put much emphasis on preseason. You know, some teams really do and some teams don't.
That's true.
Of course, it's easy to say that when you lose.
But, you know, NFL gets kicked underway 2 weeks?
The 8th.
Thursday night?
Thursday night, I think it's the Rams and the Bills, and that ought to be a heck of a game.
That's exactly correct. All right, 1st and 10 for the Bulldogs, Tommy. One receiver, single receiver to the left, double receivers to the right. Collins in the shotgun formation. Takes the handoff and finds his receiver coming just a little screen. And
where do you think he's going?
Well, his knee was down and he was touched. They're going to give him 4 yards on that reception. Pass play completed to Bedford.
Yeah.
And, of course, this is our first game. We're trying to learn all these names. Got the rosters about an hour before kickoff. And so we're just doing again, Tommy, doing everything that we can to get all these names. We have to kind of look down because they changed jersey numbers from last year and so forth. But again, we can read the jerseys. That playoff game over in Lufkin was hard. It was tough. It was tough. Bedford in motion. Collins gets it. Well, he's trying to. He's going to get.
He's going to get partial yards.
He's going to get. Well, he at least going to get back to the line of scrimmage. Let's see where they.
About a half-yard gain down to the 25.
So it'll be 3rd down and a long 5 for the Bulldogs. Crockett trailing 25-20 with 7:06 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Marlin's got a player down. 3rd quarter brought to you by the folks at Piney Woods Law Firm. Don't forget, once Tommy and I complete the broadcast tonight, we'll join our Whataburger TSN statewide scoreboard show for scores from around our area as well as the state of Texas. That program will run up until 12:30 in the morning. And then
6:40 again.
Yeah.
That's the third time they've had to help him off the field.
Cramps. That's Wilson, a senior tight end defensive lineman.
Long snapper.
And he may have he's holding his side, so, but Crockett, this wasn't a timeout. We got to get these water bottles off the field. So, Tommy, let's reset it. It's third and a long 5. The ball just inside the 25-yard line of the Crockett Bulldogs. We're going to put split receivers to the left, single receiver to the right. Coaching staff calling in the play. Delane in the backfield with Collins. Collins in the shotgun formation. Low snap, but he gets it. And he's got his man wide open. He's wide open. That's number 6. That's Bedford. He gets knocked out of bounds at about the 35. We're going to call an unsportsmanlike penalty against Marlin to just keep marching off that yardage.
Is it number 6, Devin Bedford?
I think so.
Stopped by number 6.
Because it looked like our guy was going to crack back their guy, and he didn't get the hit, but a guy came in and cracked back them. I think it's going to be 15 more.
I think so.
Down about the 15, 16-yard line. And that pass went from 25,
24 to the 31.
26, and 1945. Longest play of the night for the Dogs. That puts Collins at 176 yards. And
that wasn't that. Well, that was
touchdown was 34.
That's right. That's exactly right. So, officials out there meeting once again.
And that was Simon, correct?
No, sir, that was Bedford on this one.
Okay.
I think the law firm of Bedford and Simon is certainly taking care of business tonight. And what's good is once they get it, man, they just turn on the jets.
He waved it off. They waved it off.
Penalty is waved off.
We'll take it, though. We'll take a 45-yard gain.
Okay, I'm not sure they didn't see what we saw, but anyway, 1st and 10. That first down brought to you by Hargrove Neal Heating and Air. Calvin and Cynthia Neal. Crockett at the Marlin Bulldogs.
Plenty of time. They just now set the play clock.
Yep. Play call being sent in from the sidelines. 2 receivers to our right. Single receiver to the left.
That's got to be on them. They came in the neutral zone, made our guy move. That's got to be.
Yep, it's got to be a 5-yard penalty against Marlin. Should put the ball down at the 26-yard line, bring up 1st and 5. Again, Love Lady leading Groveton. That ball game on 1290 AM, 102.9 FM, and 105.5.
Tight 8-6 game, I think, is starting the second half. Last time I looked at Frank.
Let me do a little look in here.
Fine. Up 2nd and 5 at the Crockett. At the Marlin 25-yard line. Crockett trailing by 5. So if we can punch it in, we'll at least go ahead. Might could even go ahead by 3. Go 2. And I thought we were going to jump again. That quick pass out here to.
That's the Bedford. That's the Bedford.
That's number 6.
Bedford once again on the reception.
From the 26 down to the 11, a gain of 15 yards. That puts them at 76 yards. And then 15 yards puts them, Collins at 191 yards fast. First down.
That's it. Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down. Pitch out to Delane. He don't want to be denied. I think he got in something. No.
Well, this guy's saying touchdown over on this side.
And so touchdown Crockett Bulldogs from Delane, 11 yards down at the 6:29 mark. Love Lady won 28-7. That one's gone fine. Thank you, Miss Jessica. Dancing lights here at Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium as we're breaking in the new LED lights. Crockett up now 26-25. And we're going to go for the extra point, brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet, and that's going to be number 21, Castillo, Angel Castillo. He's the one that's been kicking pretty deep for us, so Delane is the holder that just scored the touchdown. Ball is back. Snap is down, and it's going to be blocked. But I don't think it ever got set, Tommy.
Yeah.
So at the 6:29 mark here in the third quarter, brought to you by Piney Woods Law Firm, it's now Crockett 26, Marlin 25.
Well, I tell you, you only have limited practice.
That's right.
And special teams and kicking is probably one of the last things they do work on. So that's probably something they'll really work on next week.
That's exactly right. We're going to take a 30-second break, and be back here at Monty Jack Municipal Stadium on K.I.V.Y.
Yes, the heat is on, but there's no need for you to lose your cool. Turn those cooling issues over to the pros at Hargrove Neal Heating and Air. Since 1961, Hargrove Neal has been cooling East Texans with fast service and cool prices. Call the Train team, Hargrove Neal Heating and Air today, 936-544-7270 or 936-544-COOL. Hargrove Neal Heating and Air in Crockett is pleased to service and repair all makes and models. It's hard to stop a train.
Welcome back to an exciting football game here on K.I.V.Y. I'm Ansel Bradshaw along with Tommy McTaber. You're listening to K.I.V.Y. 92.7 FM in Crockett, Texas, getting ready for a Cutshaw Chevrolet kickoff. And the Bulldogs from Crockett are giving the Marlin Bulldogs everything they want.
I tell you what, I'm going to make you a $100 bet that the Bulldogs win. How about it?
And kick taken at about the 10-yard line. We got to get somebody on him. And he finally goes down at the 20. Well, they're going to spot it at the 30. But nobody, took it at the 10, and nobody touched him, Tommy, till about the 27. Made him change a little direction, picked up another couple of yards, and first and 10 for the Marlin Bulldogs at their own 30. And now would be a great time for one of those turnovers.
Oh, yeah. You could go up by 2 scores, especially if you go up by another 7. That'd make it 33-25. That'd put us up by 12. That would be huge.
And you know what they're dialing up over there? It's gonna be 7-0.
7-0. Although 24's been running the ball pretty good too.
That's exactly right. They're all-purpose athlete number 0, Butler. And this time they hand off to number 8. Who would have thunk it, Tommy? Hope Wood. Going to pick up
about 4 or 5.
That's right.
Down right at the 35-yard line, gain of 5.
Anderson in on the stop for the Crockett Bulldogs. So,
I tell you, the Anderson kid, he comes with a thump. He hits you hard.
You're going to know that he's in the neighborhood. And there's a quick. Good job. Yep, that's the way to wrap it up.
That's the best we defended that play all night long.
The pass was there to Lofton. He took a step back from the line of scrimmage as the quarterback, Woodson, hit him, but then 2 defenders from Crockett was right there on him.
That's where you celebrate your coaching staff, because I guarantee they talked about that at halftime and made an adjustment.
3rd down and 6 for the Marlin Bulldogs at their own 28-yard line. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, and there's the big rush. Get it, it's a fumble, it's a live football.
It came out of the back of his hand.
And number 72 for the Crockett Bulldogs, Courtney Bird, was all over that quarterback.
Did they get the ball back?
No, they recovered it. It's back at the 20, so it's going to be 4th down. And again, Lovelady.
It definitely was a fumble because it came backwards out of his hand. The hand was not going forward.
I feel a little momentum. A little change.
The wind is a Raider.
Courtney Bird was in the backfield, just boom.
I tell you, he made his mind up that he was going, and there wasn't nobody going to stop him. And we need to see more of that from Bird because he's definitely got the talent.
There is no doubt. There is no doubt. He'll get one of those paw prints on that helmet.
Ran out of time. That's going to be 5 more yards back.
Yep. Delay of game against Marlin.
Have a lineman out there.
So now it goes back to the 16. I
tell you, even if we don't return this punt, we should have the ball around midfield.
Well, Corey Simon is set up at about the 42, 43-yard line.
How about a little high snap right here?
Cutshaw Chevrolet bringing you this punt. And now we got
flags.
illegal procedure.
Yep, back 5.
Move them back 5 more. Marlin's a little
upset. The coach staff's got to be a little upset how they're playing. I kind of think they thought they were going to come in here and just walk all over the Dogs, and that hasn't happened.
Well, you know, Crockett's motto, as I mentioned it during the Knox Furniture pregame report, Tommy, lock in.
Well,
just lock
take
in.
A picture of them, and they had like a big sledgehammer sitting out there.
Yeah.
Go to work.
Yep. Lock in.
He's kicking from the 1 yard line. Oh, we almost blocked it.
And it's going to go get away from it and just let it go out of bounds.
At their 34 yard line, I believe.
So Crockett will set up 1st and 10 at, let's see where they spot it. Tommy, they're going to spot it at the 33-yard line of the Marlin Bulldogs. So a short field for our Crockett Bulldogs, leading 26-25 with 4:12 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
It's the first time we're taking the ball over in their territory. They're going to do it at 34. They keep changing their mind.
Number 5 for the Bulldogs, McKnight, comes off kind of holding his shoulder a little bit, but I think actually it's more of a cramp. So the trainer working on that. We talked about that earlier. First game of the year. Humidity is rough. Still pretty warm. Pull up and see exactly what the temp is. Almost 10 o'clock here on a Friday night.
78 or 9. Do not get it.
Well, we're going to see. It's 80 degrees. It feels like 87. Delane gets the...
He's going to come around the right-hand side, and they're going to get him for about a 2-yard gain.
Number 22 for the Marlin Bulldogs in on that stop. That is Womack.
Going to give him 11 carries for 56 yards.
Game temperature brought to you by Crockett Eye Clinic. Again, 4 minutes away from 10 o'clock. Tommy will be here till 11.
Yep. We always are.
But, you know...
what else is new? Everybody else is halfway home from their road trips, and we're still playing.
Or they're pulling into Whataburger, getting them a breakfast because they start serving breakfast at 11. 2nd down and 9 for the Bulldogs. Bedford in motion, but Collins getting all tops of heat.
Run. Oh, he has room.
And he dipped it.
Did he step out of bounds before he threw it?
I don't. Well, we got a flag.
He go across the line of scrimmage before he threw it.
He might have crossed the line of scrimmage.
I think that's probably what he did. They got him. They got him marked down at the 30-yard line over there. I think he stepped out of bounds at 30, then threw the ball. But it should be just put the ball at the 30. There's no penalty for stepping out of bounds and throwing it. It's just you're out of bounds.
Well, we got a penalty flag. Whitehead is standing on top of it at the 34. Coach Dixon is talking to the line judge, saying he was out of bounds when he threw it. Now the opposite line judge, or the umpire, is coming over to explain what happened. Now you've waved off one penalty tonight. Wave this one off.
There should be no flag. It's 2nd and 9 right there at the 34-yard line.
Putting the flag back in his belt. But normally they hold it up and wave it. Come on, guys. Might be 11:30, Tommy.
No, they're fixing to mark it off. I'd like to know what
ineligible man downfield.
Did he do that?
Well, if that's the... But they called him out of bounds. Well, okay. Lost it down.
I never saw the signal.
3rd down and about 15.
Never
signal what the penalty was. 3rd down and 15. The ball at the 39-yard line. Obviously, this is 4-down territory for the Crockett Bulldogs, and they lead 26-25 with 3:17 to go in the 3rd quarter.
It'd be nice to at least pick up 6 or 7 yards on this possession. I mean, on this play.
Absolutely, sure. Or let's just get a 1st down. Collins drops back. He's looking downfield. Doesn't see anybody over, and he gets hit from the back, but he doesn't go down. Now he fumbles the ball. It's going to be picked up by... Well, Crockett got back. Well, I don't know who's on the ball.
I think it's their ball.
Crockett, Collins got back on it.
Now it's going to be 4th and
Palestine.
from the 29. You got to get from the 29
to the 29.
24.
Oh, to the 24. You're right.
What's that? 21 and
26.
26. 47 yards.
Yeah.
4th and 47. What play do you call? How about a screen?
And we don't have a punter out there.
No, you got a punt the ball.
Yeah. And there's 10 seconds on the play clock. We're going to have to call timeout.
Yeah. Timeout, coach. Now the officials are talking again.
I'm not sure. The play clock has gone to 0. There's no flags. What are they doing?
I think they're trying to figure out where they're going to eat supper after the game.
Well, by the time, the way this is going, the only place that'll be open will be Waterbury.
Here comes it.
Now we're
in the punter.
21's the punter.
And now, we went from having great field position. Now they're going to have great, probably inside the Crockett.
Now they're starting the play clock once again.
Make sure we got.
I don't think
11 players out there.
Well, we got 2 wide receivers over here.
And now there's a flag thrown. 25, I guess, the play clock.
No, they're going to call illegal procedure against Crockett. One of the wide receivers out here moved, so they're going to mark it back 5 more yards. Now it's 4th and Westwood.
4th and 51.
If you ever were going to make a punt, this is the time to do it. This punt brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. Keeping it simple in Grapeland. I believe they're open until 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. And just roll. Going to be picked up at the 46-yard line by number 6. And he may take it all the way to the house, Tommy.
He's coming.
And he's going to take it all the way for a touchdown, number 6. And that'll be a 56-yard punt return for a touchdown brought to by Lawson.
Touchdown number 6.
And he's down. He's cramping. That hurt all the momentum that we had. The wind just changed once again. And Lawson is still down at the back of the end zone. But with 1:46 to go here in the third quarter, Marlin goes back on top, 31-26.
Yeah, one thing I did, of course, it's game 1 of the season. One thing I think we definitely need to work on is tackling on our special teams.
Yes.
That's hurt us. We've had numerous chances to get them for down on the ground, and they picked up, 15, 20 more yards.
That's right. In the Battle of I-45, game was broadcast on KMVL 100.5 FM with Tommy Davis. Centerville takes care of Buffalo 35-6. Centerville comes into that game ranked number 6 in Class 2A.
Have you seen Centerville's pre-district schedule?
Yeah.
Crawford.
Yes.
They play Mark. They play Jefferson.
Yes, they play one game on a Saturday at the Tomato Bowl.
Yeah, I think that's against Jefferson.
In Jacksonville.
Right.
But Centerville opens up the season with a 35-6 victory over the Buffalo Bison. Glad to see this game get put back on the schedule. It's just it's good for the 2 towns. But 30 congratulations to Coach Hardy and the staff. Quarterback keeper going for 2, and it is no good. That 2-point conversion brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. So with 1:46 to go here in the third quarter, it's our new score is Marlin 31, Crockett 26. We're back in 60 seconds on K.I.V.Y.
Commitment to community, a core value of Houston County Electric Cooperative that represents the cooperative difference. It's why our members trust us to provide reliable and affordable power. Our cooperative is committed to enhancing the communities we serve. Houston County Electric's employees encourage youth leadership, promote electrical safety education, support the local economy, and volunteer throughout our communities.
Proud to serve. That's the Houston County Electric Cooperative difference.
Hi,
Hi, folks. Glenn back here with Weezer in Huntsville. Are you having a hard time getting a good deal on a new GM vehicle? Come to Weezer in Huntsville, where we sell the vehicles for the factory window sticker, in stock or online. It's all the same price. You don't have to pay over MSRP. Just say no to additional dealer markup or market price adjustment. Just say no to ZAD. Just say no to environmental packages. Just say no to security packages. So if you want to be treated fair and like family, then Weezer of Huntsville is the only place to go. You can visit us online at WeezerHuntsville.com.
Welcome back to Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium. It's the Wiesner of Huntsville press box for broadcasting from Cutshall Chevrolet kickoff, and it is going to be taken and fumbled. So we get back on it at the 34-yard line. We got a battle of the bands going on besides the battle of two Bulldogs out there on the turf, Tommy. And but this is Friday night football. This is what it's supposed to be about. And normally we don't have the windows open. We're chilling in the AC. There is, both air conditioners are out in the press box, but it's not bad right now because they brought us that fan. It'd still be hot if we didn't have that fan. Right. But this is, you don't need a crowd, Mike. Because we got the Bulldog band just down in front of us over to our right a little bit, and across the way is the Marlin Bulldogs band. And folks, you know, we still got a whole quarter to go, plus a minute and 46 to go in the third. If you're leaving the game and you're coming through Crockett, pull in. Hand off straight up the middle. The lane, don't pick up about 6 yards. Just running like a tank. And, you know, Crockett, this has just been a seesaw affair. And, you know, Crockett gets the lead, but we can't get that 2-point lead. Just
the biggest play in the game so far has been, you know, when they
scored right at the end.
With that, and when they sacked the Collins right there and knocked the ball out.
Yes.
And he took off and tackled him, and they ended up getting that huge defensive play.
And giving up that touchdown with 47 seconds to go before halftime. Second down and 4 for the Crockett Bulldogs. Collins looking downfield. He's going to air it out. He's got a receiver, and he caught it. He caught it. You got one.
I thought it bounced. I don't think he caught it.
You got one receiver that says he caught it. One official that says he caught it, one that says he didn't.
Yeah, I thought I saw the ball hit the ground incomplete. It's a good attempt, but he almost sold it to the not white pad, but the side lineman over here.
And that
people in the stands don't like it.
No, they coming a little vocal right now, but that's good. Tommy, you want the fans to get into the game. Third down and again 4. The ball at the 40-yard line.
Out, but pretty good crowd for week 1.
Good crowd for week 1. Third down and 4 for Crockett. Again, the ball at the 40-yard line.
Got to pick up the first down.
This is huge.
Go.
And he's got the first down and more. He's at the 50. He's at the 45. And going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 40-yard line.
20-yard carry.
Collins on the run. Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down. See Calvin and Cynthia for all your heating and cooling needs. 1st and 10 for Crockett at the Marlin Bulldog 40.
And have you noticed how their defensive rush is kind of slow just a little bit?
Yes.
They're not getting to them near as fast.
They're getting a little winded. 45 seconds to go here in this third quarter. Again, brought to you by Pontywood Law Firm. Collins, hands off. That's a new running back. That's number 13, Tommy. I don't think we've called that number. And that's Damian Griffin, the sophomore.
Going to pick up 8 yards. Not sure why our band's playing while we have the ball right in front of us. They are.
They're excited like everybody else, I guess.
Griffin, number 13?
Yes, sir. Give him 8 yards on the carry. He's giving Delane just a little bit of breathing room, and Delane's sitting over here on the trainer's table, so maybe we got something wrong with the ankle, maybe he's cramping up. Collins in the shotgun formation, 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Griffin's going to pick up the first down, and a couple of more, giving 4 yards on the carry. Another Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down for the Crockett Bulldogs inside the 30, Tommy. And that's going to be that's the last play of the third quarter. Special thanks to Piney Woods Law Firm for sponsoring the third quarter. We're back to fourth quarter action right here at the Bulldogs trail the Bulldogs 31-26. We're back in 60 seconds.
I'm attorney Chris Spruce at Piney Woods Law. Have you been injured in a car wreck or an 18-wheeler wreck? Call me immediately at 903-724-0055. Or find me on the web and social media by looking up Piney Woods Law, where you will see all of my 5-star reviews. The insurance companies are not there to help you. I have personally resolved thousands of injury cases, and I have a full understanding of how to deal with the insurance companies to help get your vehicle repaired, get you the medical treatment you need, and get you the money you deserve after an auto accident. I'm from Slocum, Texas, and I'm here for you, my Anderson County and Houston County neighbors, as well as our next door communities, and any Texan outside of this area that needs my help. Don't think you can do it alone. The insurance companies are multi-billion-dollar corporations who are in it to make money for themselves, not to pay you top dollar. That's where I come in. Look up my firm on the web at PineyWoodsLaw.com or search Piney Woods Law on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. I brought my proven experience home to help you, East Texas. You don't need a big town attorney to have a big time attorney. Call or text me anytime, 903-724-0055. Say habla español.
Back here at Jack, first down at the 29-yard line. Dogs driving. Thomas going to take the snap, and he's going to be tackled from behind. He's going to fall forward for, I think, about a 1-yard gain down to the 28-yard line. So we'll give him 1 yard on that carry. So he's doing up to 57 yards on 13 carries. This will be the 7th play of this drive for the Dogs. Second, well, actually, you call it no gain. Second and 10. 11:37. Clock is trailing by 5. 31-26. Coach staff calling in the play. Dogs in no hurry to have 14 seconds on the play clock. Now, back to Collins, looking to pass the ball. Now he's going to run back up the middle. Now he's going over the right-hand side, keep running. Now he's going to pass the ball. He's got laying up, and they just got him off the receiver down the sideline. He just flicked his wrist over. Touchdown to Bedford. To Bedford. That's going to be 28 yards.
And that puts the Crockett Bulldogs back on top, 32-31 here early in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Bruner's Economy Car Center. The Bruner family supporting the Crockett Bulldogs year after year after year. Cheerleaders throwing cups and footballs up into the stand. Bulldog fans on their feet.
And I think it's better now. 5 catches for 104 yards. Now Thomas is going. He's got has passed now for 229 yards.
Not a bad night's work, and we still got a quarter to go here at Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium, broadcasting from the. Now, what are the officials bringing the ball back for?
What in the world? I never saw a flag. Are they going to say he was across the line of scrimmage when he threw the pass?
Come on, folks. Well, we're not exactly sure if they're fixing to pull the points off the board.
If that happened, the Marlin coaching staff sold that lineman on that far side that he was across the line, because he was not across the line when he threw that pass. If any part of his body is behind the line, behind, it don't have to be the whole body. Any part of his body is behind, he's not across the line.
But no flag. I don't see any flag out.
No, there's not a flag on the field. Coach better be careful. Yeah, he just gave that Whitehead a load of what he thought about it. Whitehead, I think he realized he's in the wrong. He took it. He took the chewing.
So they're going to peel the points back off the board. Again, no flag on the play.
We'll bring up third and 15
from the 34-yard line. So the touchdown is nullified by it's nullified by an invisible flag because there was not one thrown on that play. Collins in a shotgun formation. Two receivers to the left. Got all day to throw. And there's his receiver. He's going. And let's see where they spot it. They're going to spot it, obviously, a yard short.
He stepped out at the 1 yard past that line of scrimmage. Oh, goodness.
4th down and 1. Quarterback sneak. Run it straight up the middle, get you another new set of downs. Let's keep knocking on the door, Crockett.
That was Bedford again?
Yes, that was Bedford. And we got to get this first down, and we do, Tommy.
Good hard run.
Depending upon the spot, let's see who's on the carry.
Inside the 12-yard line. All right, inside the 16-yard line.
And that's going to be, is that number 4 getting up slow that was on the carry? No, that was Simon. Number 9.
I guess they're going to mark it down to 17, but it is first.
It is a Hargrove Neal Heating and Air first down. 10:59 to go here in this Brunner's Economy Car Center 4th quarter. Delane's coming back in, and coming back out of the game is Damian Griffith, who played great, giving Delane a little bit of air, a little bit of breathing, a little bit of resting, get those legs fresh again. 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. Collins in shotgun formation. He hands off to Delane straight up the middle. He gets 5, 6, maybe 7.
Hard.
Bound down to the 11-yard line.
5. That's going to put him 13 carries now for 66 yards.
Pitiful call on that. Where I don't know how you do that with no flag, but as you said, Tommy, I think the coaching staff from Marlin, they sold that back.
They put that sideline official on that far side, talked him into it, then no flag on the play.
2nd down and a long 6 for the Crockett Bulldogs.
He's open.
And Collins gets out of it. He fumbles the ball, and Marlin's going to get it, but are they going to say a forward pass? Nope, they're going to give it to Marlin. Dadgummit.
That hurt.
Yeah, a turnover for the Crockett Bulldogs. Marlin will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20. Now, what we need right now is a good defensive stand for our offensive unit not to lose their composure.
Yeah, how big is that no flag?
Oh, anytime you pull points off the board, it's huge, Tommy.
Yeah, of course, Collins didn't see you, but he's got a strategic. At times, he needs to get rid of the ball. He's holding on the ball too long. That's 3 times he's done it, and it's cost him all 3 times. Just air it out. 1st and 10 for Marlin at the 20. They got stacked receivers, 3 of them to the right-hand side. They're going to hand off. Is that number 24 on the carry? Going to pick up about 13, 14 yards. Yeah, because they score now, they're going to go up by 2 scores. So that would make it 37 or 38, 26. So we've got defense has to dig
that was
here and get
that was Butler on the carry. They put Butler, he's an all-purpose athlete. They put him sometimes in the wide receiver position. Sometimes they'll put him in the backfield. Sometimes they'll put him at tight end. He's all over the place.
He's in the backfield with the quarterback right now.
Woodson.
Oh, we're going to get him right.
Yeah. And who is that Bird? Don't claim him. But that's Courtney Bird wrapping him up in that bear hug.
Good play by Courtney Bird. He just shot the gap. It's going to be about a 5-yard loss, 4-yard loss. No, 5 yards.
Make that, 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down and 15. The ball at the 29-yard line. 9:15 to go here in this 4th quarter. Crockett trailing 31-26.
Turnover time.
I could go for it. Quarterback going to be wrapped up.
The ball almost came out.
It did. Give him about a 1-yard gain on that busted play. Good defensive penetration there by the Crockett Bulldogs. Bring up 3rd down, Tommy, and about go 14.
All right, guys. Let's have a good, clean tackle.
Do not let them get behind you.
Stay on side.
Yep. 4 receivers, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Quarterback Woodson in the quarterback in the shotgun formation along with Butler. Good defensive play there by the Crockett Bulldogs. That's Mac Knight, that freshman we talked about earlier, Tom.
5 and 9 will see the defensive back. He's cramped. They're having to pull him off the side of the field. They're going to be Pat punting down.
They just dragging him off over the coast.
Big old huge coach just dragged him about 5 yards off the field, started working on him.
Simon's going to be deep for the punt. He's going to be at about his own 40-yard line. Coming in to punt for the Marlin Bulldogs is number 14, Ezekiel Chavez. How about a big return? And yeah, we got the block. Delane blocked the punt. First down for the Crockett Bulldogs at the 12. He almost caught it. He blocked it. And the punter is still down. Chavez.
Yeah, that's something that I've always kind of had a pet peeve. If you hit the punter when he punts the ball, it's a penalty.
Right.
But if you block it, you can knock the living fire out of him, and it's not a penalty.
That's exactly right, because you hit the ball first.
Yeah.
And the punter is down, but what a great penetration there by Delane to block that punt. And that right there, so far, is one of the biggest plays of the night for the Crockett Bulldogs.
Call it the 13-yard line before we're starting? Marlin 13?
Yes. 8:16 to go here in this fourth quarter. Again, fourth quarter action brought to you by Bruner's Economy Car Center. Don't forget, coming up at the conclusion of the game, we'll have our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game. And then we'll check in with our TSN Statewide Scoreboard Show brought to you by Whataburger. And it's good to see the punter up.
He's walking off. He's a little bit of a limb, but I mean,
you're fully extended. Right. You're not protected whatsoever. And it's one-on-one. One guy's got the momentum, and you're standing still.
With your vulnerable foot up in the air.
That's exactly right.
Dogs, you got to punch it in here. Go ahead with about 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Delane up the middle.
Yep.
Going to get to the 5.
And he fumbles. No.
Golly.
Marlin gets the turnover.
Can you believe this? They haven't signaled anything yet.
Is he down? Did they call him down?
No, he's not down, but I think it's going to be Marlin ball. Unless we got in there and got it late. The Marlin team.
Yep, Marlin's got it.
Oh, man, twice we're down there about to go in. Once we did go in and got taken back, defense got to dig deep again. Defense is keeping us in this game.
Well, let's just keep going where we're at.
Lane, he's down here at the 3-yard line. You can tell he's just distraught that he fumbled that ball because he thought he was going to score a touchdown.
Well, he did, but if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have been in the position that we were, Tommy, on the block punt.
And Marlin's going to take over about the 12-yard line. So just change the possession on the same yard line. And I think you're going to see Marlin. I don't think they're going to air the ball out. I think they're going to run the ball. Zero's going to touch the ball. 0 and 7.
Well, number 8's going to line up in the backfield, which is Hopewood. He's going to be beside Woodson, the all-everything quarterback. Hopewood gets the handoff. We're going to stand him up at maybe a 3-yard gain. And I tell you what, Tommy, I'm not so sure that we're not going to be trying to strip that ball.
Yeah, getting a little bit chippy out there too. A lot of hand checking going on right now.
So 2 yards on the carry, going to bring up 2nd down and 8. The ball at the 13-yard line. But you mentioned the Baylor Bears. Their first game is next Saturday at 6 o'clock. You can hear the Baylor Bears on K.I.V.Y 92.7 FM and the Texas Longhorns on 1290 AM, 102.9 FM, and 105.5 FM. And there goes Hopewood again. He's going to break multiple tackles. Well, we got a flag back here, Tommy, at the 9-yard line. Should be holding. Should be holding. Should come back.
Yep, holding.
There you go.
That's going. Have them back inside the 10-yard line.
Once again, what are the cheerleaders saying? Push them back, way back. Be half the distance, but still, it nullifies that 15-yard, 16-yard run.
Yeah, and this, the officials, they're not real quick at marking off penalties either. I mean, again, this is their first game, but they've struggled tonight. Just like
and you know, Tommy, maybe this is the first game they've worked together.
Yeah, well, probably not. You had good days. This is the first game of the year. You're right.
Second down and about 15 for Marlin. And they hand off to Butler. He's on the sideline. He's going to get knocked out of bounds.
Oh,
that was close.
Anderson hit him right at the edge of the line. And no flag. Glad to see. Going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
We need a big defensive play right here.
This will be one of the biggest plays of the game right here. If we hold them and make it fun, we're going to get the ball probably in Marlin territory. Just need to find out where number 0 is, and he is
in the backfield.
Probably a little screen to him. Did we jump?
No. And that was aired out. Receivers
out of bounds.
Overthrown. Going to bring up 4th down.
No flag.
So 6:53 to go here in the 4th quarter. Punting unit coming out for the Marlin Bulldogs.
Stay on side, guys. They're going to try to get us to jump. I'd almost bet you just to make it 4th and 1. I still think that's punt, but
Simon dropping back.
I see Simon field the ball and be able to move up the field with a catch.
Simon at about the 45.
6:23, Crockett trailing by 5, 31-26, about to get the ball back.
And
they don't have enough guys.
No, they don't. They're going to have to call a timeout. We're going to take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Crockett trailing 31-26, 6:22 to go here in the 4th quarter, brought to you by Bruner's Economy Car Center.
Bruner's Economy Car Center is your complete full-service automotive body repair center. The Bruner family has been taking care of citizens of Houston and surrounding counties since 1972, and their reputation speaks for itself. Bruner's Economy Car Center will tow your vehicle and set you up in a hassle-free rental car. Bruner's Economy Car Center, located 5 miles north of Crockett on Highway 287 in Latexo, or give them a call at 936-544-7142. Bruner's Economy Car Center, celebrating 50 years.
Welcome back, and again, 4th quarter action brought to you by Bruner's Economy Car Center. I want to congratulate those folks. 50 years serving Houston County and the surrounding areas, the Bruner family, and we appreciate their support. 4th down and about 6.
Yep. Lined up to 5, so he's going to be kicking about the 8-yard line. I think we need to do low snap.
Get him.
And we're going to tackle that for a big loss.
Yes.
We're going to take it over inside the 10-yard line with 6 minutes to go in this game.
That's exactly right. Redemption.
I think he could have kicked it and panicked.
He panicked. That punt attempt brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. Turnover on down.
This 4th quarter has been crazy with turnovers.
Man, turnover. All right, Bulldogs, Crockett Bulldogs.
All right.
Keep the ball. Just hold on tight.
I'm almost tempted to tell number 7, let's run the ball 3 straight times.
Well,
the least amount of times you got to hand it off, the better.
All right, let's set the scene for you. 4th quarter, 6:13 to go. Crockett trailing 31-26. They've got the ball. 1st and goal to go. Turnover on downs. They get it on Marlin's 9-yard line. And kind of got quiet in the stadium, Thomas.
Yes, it has.
We need let's just take care of this methodically, just get a few yards and get it into that end zone. And let's see who's got, is that Delane? He's going to lose a yard.
That's outside the 10.
So second down and goal to go from about the 10.5-yard line. Clock's ticking, under 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, our last 3 possessions, we've turned the ball over on fumbles the last 3 possessions.
Well, then turnovers are going the wrong way, Thomas. We want turnovers, but we don't necessarily want them against us. Coaching staff calling in the play. About 14 seconds to go here on the play clock.
And we have 3 timeouts. They have 1 timeout.
Yeah, remember they used one real early in the third quarter. Now we've got movement. Let's see. It's going to be called against the Bulldogs. It's going to push us back 5 yards.
And we can't make the first down. We have
we
started inside the 9-yard line.
That's exactly right.
Now it's going to be second and goal from the 15. Right outside the 15?
That's correct.
How about a little pass to Bedford? He's over in the right-hand slot.
We got 2 receivers to the right, single receiver to the left. And Delane's going straight up the middle. He's still churning. Forward progress should get him to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, they got it just outside the 10, so gain is right at 5 yards for Delane.
Now it's third and goal to go.
Puts in 15 carries for 70 yards. Got 2 plays, punch it in, 10 yards.
And we're moving guys all around the field, but we're not set, so that's okay. 2 receivers to the left, single receiver to the right.
So I thought we moved.
And Collins is going to try to sneak in. He gets in. Touchdown Bulldogs! Collins takes it in from 10 yards out. Puts the Bulldogs, the Crockett Bulldogs, on top. 4:50 to go. Here in the fourth quarter, again brought to you by Brunner's Economy Card Center, celebrating 50 years. Dallas wins 27-26. So
Collins with a 10-yard TD run.
Crockett up 32-31. And we're going to go for 2.
Might as well go up by 3. That way they would kick the field goal is tied up. Being up by 2 is not going to help you.
Going to have Anderson and Delane in the backfield with Collins. And
he got hit, but he's pushing guy.
No, he's not going to get in. So the 2-point conversion, no good. Our 2-point conversion brought to you by K.I.V.Y Chevrolet. So with 4:50 to go here in the fourth quarter, the Crockett Bulldogs lead the Marlin Bulldogs 32-31. We're back in 60 seconds for a while, 5 minutes. Right here on K.I.V.Y.
Stay tuned, folks.
It's football time in Texas, and that means houses filled with cheering fans. If your home field needs a little fixing up for game day, we can help. Furniture for every room, appliances, flooring, mattresses, TVs, and accessories. Always with fair, honest prices, free delivery, and easy financing. That's why we've been the star of the team since 1927. Knox Furniture, 300 East Goliad, historic downtown Crockett.
Whether you have a medical condition affecting your eyes or you just want the best value in a new pair of glasses, Crockett Eye Clinic is the only vision source facility in Houston County with the cutting-edge technology necessary to diagnose and treat any ocular condition. They also offer the latest designs in frames and newest advances in contact lenses. Crockett Eye Clinic with Doctors McCall and Castleberry is your Crockett vision source. Call 936-544-3763 to make an appointment today.
Welcome back. Getting ready for a K.I.V.Y Chevrolet kickoff as Crockett has just taken the lead, 32-31. 10:35 on a Friday night, Tommy. It's definitely going to be 11 o'clock before we get out of here. But we'll still have that Whataburger scoreboard show coming up once we're done. Castillo with the kickoff, and he's going to punch it deep.
Get in the end zone.
And goes out of bounds. Dadgummit.
That's okay.
You want to
return it back for a touchdown.
That's right. You want to recap that scoring drive brought to you by Darling Ingredients?
Well, it ended up being a 9-yard drive. It ended up being a 16-yard drive with some penalties. But Collins, on third down, he goes for a 10-yard TD run around the left-hand side. 2-point play was no good. And 4 minutes and 50 seconds left in this game. Good game. Crockett leading the Marlin Bulldogs 32-31. Very good ball game. Got a little sloppy here in the second half, but I mean, still a 1-point game on the opening night of high school football. Doesn't get much better than that. Oh, they're going to make a kick again.
Yep. And they're going to back us up. The Astros lose tonight to Baltimore 2-0.
We'll make us kick it again. Yeah, they know that our coverage hasn't been real good, so they want to take a chance of a big play right here.
I was fixing to say, we got to go back to the 35 because you normally kick off from some of the officials having a little trouble. But you know what? He can put it in the end zone if he wants to. So here's another kickoff brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet in Grapeland.
Just like it never happened.
Yeah,
let's just do it again.
Let's just do this all over from the 35. And there's a bullet, and
he better get over here. That's a live ball. And number 6 has it.
Yeah, and well, let's do.
Oh, come on, guys.
Get him. So that didn't work out too well.
So they went from 35 all the way back to the 12-yard line. We'll take that.
Yep. That math didn't work out so well for them.
And only 9 seconds went off the clock on that play.
Well, here's what we need to do.
They touch it every kick.
Yeah, here's what we need. We need an interception because these guys are going to air it out. This is where that quarterback for Marlin, Woodson, just under 3,500 yards last year.
Have you noticed he had to throw the ball deep on this side of the field? Everything to his left.
That's right.
In front of the Marlin bench.
So these Crockett Bulldogs playing a heck of a game tonight, folks.
Turnover here would be huge.
There's no doubt.
Where's 0? Let me find my binoculars. Low snap. Pass out to 13.
And he is wrapped. And Tommy, that's that freshman Mac Knight all over it.
I think we know why he's playing on Friday nights to Thursday nights. That kid's a player. Clock ticking. And again, they only got one.
Well, that was actually Porter in there on the stop. I thought it was that freshman, but it was Dylan Porter.
And 0 is in the backfield.
And there he is.
Right there.
Yep.
I don't think we tackled him. I think he just tripped.
He run out of gas.
He fell down and started falling about right at the 50-yard line.
All the way down to the Crockett 43.
I don't know if he cramped up or what. Maybe he'll have about a 4-minute cramp.
4:01 to go here in the fourth quarter. Crockett on top, 32-31.
He is staying on the sideline over there. They're going to give him a little bit of attention over there.
Tommy, this is one of the most
right knee.
This is one of the most exciting games we've had in a while.
3:51 and counting.
And
Marlin at Crockett's 44-yard line.
Almost.
Went off the hands of number 13 for Marlin, and we had 2 defenders right there, and almost hit one right in the breadbasket.
Number 2, Porter. Number 8, Bedford, right there. But just couldn't come up with it. That stops the clock on an incomplete pass.
And
44-yard line.
on the sideline, drinking some Gatorade. I think he'll probably will come in after this play. Well, he got hit by his own guy.
Yeah, get him. Wrap him up. What in the world is that?
That would be intentional grounding. That's intentional grounding. Didn't even get the back of the line. There you go, official. So he just threw the ball 5 yards, never got the line of scrimmage.
And threw a hook shot.
And that's lost the down.
That's right.
3rd and 20 coming up.
Once again, what do the cheerleaders say? Back them up, way back.
Only bad thing is
push them back, push them back.
If they had to tackle him, the clock would still be running, but we'll take 3rd and 20.
Sure. And number 0 is coming back out, Butler. We just need to put somebody on him and just stay in his pocket.
And he is going to be the far receiver on the right-hand side.
Should be 3rd down.
Flag. I think they moved, which is going to push them back 5 more yards.
That's right. But isn't it 3rd down, Tommy, instead of 2nd?
I thought it should be lost down on that, because that was 2nd down, because he threw the pass over here and almost got in.
That's right, Marlin. Should be 3rd down.
I thought intentional grounding was lost down.
I certainly did.
They got 3rd down on the board. They need to get that figured out.
They're trying now. The line judge over here.
I think the Crockett coach has pointed it out. Hey, it should be 3rd down because it's lost down. And now the Whiteheads want to know why they changed it to 3rd down. Come on,
because of the intentional grounding. 3rd down, Tommy. The ball is at the 38, and they need to get to Crockett's 34. Big play here. Just keep your eye on 0-0. And he just throws it up. Intercepted by the Bulldogs. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. Going to be pushed out of bounds. And that's Simon. And Will finds that interception, Tommy.
We got the in the backfield.
That's right. Was the heat being applied by the defensive line?
All right, guys. We got to take care of the ball. They can only stop it one time. Take care of the ball right here, guys.
3:22 to go here in the 4th quarter. Brought to you by Brunner's Economy Car Center. And we got a player down. We got one cramping. I believe that's going to be number 55, Blake Jones.
And here in the second half, we've taken the ball from the Marlin 34, the Marlin 13, the Marlin 9, now the Marlin 31. Our defense, they might be the MVP of the game, our defense.
Oh,
they're going to be considered.
Absolutely. And we're going to throw in that defensive coordinator to go with it.
And, and I had a lot of people come up to me, and they know that I helped you broadcast the Bulldog games, come up to me this year, and a lot of them have all come up to me and said, man, we just need to find our defense. Folks, I think we might have found our defense. I mean, we're giving up 31 points, but we're playing the number 4 team in the state also.
That's right, in Class 2A. All right, just what we need is to hold the ball on score. And there's the number, Delane. He just sticked number 2 and said, excuse me, Womack, as I go by you.
And he's going to pick up, where are they going to put the ball? 23, so a gain of 8. Does that sound right?
I think so. By my math and your math, I think we come up with 8.
That gives him 78 yards on 16 carries. Clock stops because he went out of bounds. 3:13. 2nd and 2. Delane going to the right.
Don't go out of bounds. Don't go out of bounds. But go into the end zone. Touchdown, Crockett Bulldogs. He takes it in, Tommy, from the 23-yard line.
That gives it exactly 100 yards to 9 rushing.
How about them Bulldogs? Now,
I got the same sheet.
That's all right. We'll have that darling ingredient scoring something. Now, Tommy, it is huge. Right now, we're up 38-31.
We got to get a point.
We got to get a point or 2 points. Marlin's got a player down on the field. Exciting Brunner's Economy Car Center 4th quarter. Broadcasting from the Wiesner of Huntsville press box here at Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium. Wiesner, your home for Buick. Cadillac, Chevrolet, and GMC products located on I-45 North in Huntsville.
I don't see a kicker, so it looks like we're going for 2. If we go for 2 and make it, we're up by 9 points. We're up by 2 possessions. I really like our chances if we get this.
Well, Tommy, I'm going to stand up. I'm not heading up to this chair. Hang out the press box. 2-point conversion brought to you. There he is. And brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet, and Collins takes in, puts the Bulldogs up by 9.
He just hesitated and just went in untouched.
That's exactly right. Well, I wonder where my good friend Boston's at right now.
40 to 31.
40 to 31.
2 possessions. 3:06 left on the clock.
3:06 to go here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Brunner's Economy Car Center. We're back in 60 seconds on K.I.V.Y.
The Kellum family of Double K Concrete Construction is pleased to support the youth of Houston County. If you're in the market for concrete or construction work, Roger Kellum at Double K is the one to call. From the little job to the new house you're building, Double K does it all. Call Roger Kellum at 936-546-1994. That's 936-546-1994. Double K Concrete Construction, built on a strong foundation.
Brunner's Economy Car Center is your complete full-service automotive body repair center. The Brunner family has been taking care of citizens of Houston and surrounding counties since 1972, and their reputation speaks for itself. Brunner's Economy Car Center will tow your vehicle and set you up in a hassle-free rental car. Brunner's Economy Car Center, located 5 miles north of Crockett on Highway 287 in Texo, or give them a call at 936-544-7142. Brunner's Economy Car Center, celebrating 50 years.
Welcome back to a pumped up and jacked up Lonnie Jack Driscoll Stadium on the campus of Crockett Independent School District. It ain't over, but the tide has turned. This one goes into the end zone. Cutshaw Chevrolet kickoff from Angel Castillo, and he sticks it into the end zone. And Marlin will set up 1st and 10.
Look at Coach Dixon giving him some love.
Yeah.
I think Coach Dixon coached all last year. I think he's had more fun this game than any game he's coached at Crockett. I really do. He's very animated. What I like about him is he pumps his players up. When they mess up, he's going to get on to them. When they do something good, he's going to pat them on the back.
That's right. Well, I'm going to tell you, Tommy, if we hang on and we win this game, every one of those players out there should get a paw print on that helmet.
I guarantee you.
Every single one.
I've heard this, we had to kind of run some knuckleheads off, and I heard this team kind of...
All right, where's he at? There he is. Get him.
Yeah, they got number 4 tailing him.
Well, I mean, because...
And he's going to go out of bounds, stop the clock at 2:59. Again, Crockett leading by 9, so 2 possessions. So, Marlin right now, they're thinking they've got to score quick and get an onside kick.
2nd down and 6. Get him. Oh, incomplete pass. Going to bring up 3rd down.
And he's almost not looking for anybody else but Butler.
Well,
and Butler, he's got his hands on his hips. I mean, he's gassed. He's a little winded right now.
That's right. That's exactly right.
2:55.
I gotta look out around to see the scoreboard, Tommy. 3rd down and 5.
Snap.
And somebody get to him. Wrap him up. Don't let him get a 1st down. Hang on.
I don't think
he didn't get it, but it's
by 1.
But you know they're going to go for it. They have to. And the clock's still running. Yeah, 2:35 and counting.
We can get an incomplete pass. They're going to run the ball because the incomplete pass right here at the game's basically over.
Yep. Number 54 laid a little pop on him.
Timeout, Crockett.
Crockett's going to take a timeout. We're going to keep it right here. Special thanks to all of our sponsors supporting the Crockett Bulldogs in this opening game, and they'll be with us all season. And that's the folks at Knox Furniture, the Houston County Electric Cooperative, Aurora Concepts, Davy Crockett Drug, Piney Woods Law Firm, Bruner's Economy Car Center, Cutshaw Chevrolet, Hargrove Mill Heating and Air, Darling Ingredients, Crockett Eye Clinic, Domino's Pizza, Wiesner of Huntsville, Crockett Independent School District, Volcraft, a division of the Nucor Corporation, Double K Concrete Construction, Heavenly Boutique, Vive Broadband, Batters Law Firm, Crockett Farm and Fuel, and Crockett, the folks out at the Crockett Medical Center. And we appreciate all them folks sponsoring the Crockett Bulldogs here on 92.7 FM K.I.V.Y. And don't forget our Whataburger TSN Friday Night Finals coming up at the conclusion of our game. But we still have about 2 minutes and 27 seconds to go. And right here,
I think that's going to be on us. I think we moved in the neutral zone. It's going to be offside Crockett.
Well, let's see.
We made their tackle move. 54 from Crockett, I think, moved in the neutral zone. Yeah. Going to make it a first down.
Well, they're going to have another meeting. They called it against Marlin. Hello.
If I was Marlin coach, I'd be upset on that one.
Hello.
Make it fourth,
but you have to. Maybe that was a payback from that flag that didn't exist. Fourth down and 6.
Not have to throw the ball, or big 24s in the back.
This is a huge play right here.
Now,
and get him, Bird. Get him. Wrap him up. Don't let him get away. We got him down. Turnover on downs for the Crockett Bulldogs.
And they can stop the clock one time, so we should be able to run the clock out.
Crockett will take over on down at the Marlin 28-yard line.
Ball protection.
Yes.
Got to really be pumped.
Absolutely.
Ball protection. 2 hands on that ball. Do not fumble the ball.
2 minutes and 18 seconds to go in this exciting Bruner's Economy Car Center. Those folks celebrating 50 years of serving Houston County.
You run to the side, either sideline,
stop.
Inbound, do not go out of bounds.
Yep.
Run it back.
Yep.
Or you could just drop back, throw it in the end zone, and they wouldn't be expecting it.
No, but I would rather just run the clock out.
You're right.
I would rather just eat the clock up.
And you got Delane in the backfield with Collins.
Yep, as well as Simon.
I think Delane is going to just run right up the middle and do dives and fall on the ball. Yep, there he goes right up the middle. Oh, he's going to pick up.
He's inside the
10-yard line. Went from the 28 to the 9.
And
19-yard game.
And let me say, Hargrove Mill Heating and Air, first down for the Crockett Bulldogs. Tommy, it's 7 minutes to 11.
That's going to give Delane, that's 19 yards. That's going to give him 119 yards on 18 carries.
Folks, if you couldn't make it tonight, we certainly hope that you're listening or watching the broadcast on our live feed.
Clock tick all the way down.
Yeah.
2 seconds before you snap it.
But what a game so far for the Crockett Bulldogs. There goes Delane. Straight up the middle. He's going to score, Tommy. Another touchdown for the Crockett Bulldogs. 1:37 to go in this fourth quarter. Crockett now goes up 46-31. And all I can say, wow. My good friend Boston, do you like it well done? And do you want salt and pepper on that crow? Thank you, buddy. Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to. We'll see if Crockett's going to go for 2. And it looks like they are, Tommy. They still got that offensive unit out there.
I'd give some Delane again.
2-point conversion brought to you by Cutshaw Chevrolet. And he takes it straight into the house. Going to make it 48-31 Crockett Bulldogs.
Yeah, I think Marlin, they kind of gave up the ghost about 2 minutes ago.
That's it, yeah. They're
ready to get on the bus and go 90 miles west.
Absolutely. I know this is game one of the new season.
Now, these boys right here at Crockett, they're going to want to come out and practice hard next week because football's fun right now. And I tell you, I think who knows, we might give Rusk a heck of a game.
Well,
but Rusk is a 4A school, we're a 3A school.
That's right. It's hard to have a statement win this early in the season, but when Marlin had a 76% chance of winning this ball game, Crockett had a 24%. That was the way folks predicted this.
Yep.
And thank you very much.
And at halftime, the score was, they were leading us by 5, 25-20. They've only scored 6 points in the second half.
Defense.
Yeah.
Defense.
And we've scored 28. We scored 4 touchdowns. They've scored 1 touchdown in the second half.
That's exactly right. Defense.
Now with Squibbit, the big number defense. Well, they don't have a single. Yeah, they got one big guy over there, number 55 at the 45-yard line.
That's right.
I wouldn't kick it deep.
We got whistles and whistles. We had too many people on the field. Cutshall Chevrolet kickoff.
Got too many on the field. Or not enough on one side of the ball.
There you go. Now we got it balanced. Now what are we doing? Official going back out.
I guess he has to stand out there and blow his whistle and say, you can kick the ball now and then run back over here. He's counting. He had used two hands. He had to take his shoe off, but he got to 11.
Okay. The ball's teed up at the 40. This kick brought to you by Cutshall Chevrolet. And he's going to put it at about the 10-yard line where nobody's out. And he lets it go into the end zone.
Oh, he brought it out. What in the world?
How do you blow the whistle?
It's a touchback.
Oh, well,
end zone now.
That's true. That's true. Ooh, Tommy.
This kid here, Castillo, 20?
Yeah.
Kid, I mean, he looks like he don't weigh 150 pounds, but he's got a leg on him.
I bet you he does most of the kicking.
Yeah. And I wouldn't, I don't know, he might end up becoming our field goal kicker too, because he does have a heavy foot on him.
Well, he's put 3 or 4 in the end zone.
And now it's where you hope you don't get, some craziness out there. Just finish up the game in good shape. Don't let anybody get shoving and pushing, and his temper's flare sometimes on these last few plays.
And yeah, I think they're just going to run it. Just let the clock tick.
Stop at number 72, Courtney Bird.
Did they call a timeout?
Doesn't show that they have. I think he's just calling a play.
Well, why in the 25-second clock run?
Yeah, they did mark it down to 0 on the scoreboard, so he did call timeout. And Crockett is leading by 17, 48-31.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not over till you say it's over.
But it's close. It is.
If she's not singing, the fat lady, she's warming up.
That's right. And she's going to be singing a song directly to my good friend Boston. He won't talk to me for 6 months. Going to air this one out. And in and out of the hands of the intended receiver, number 9.
Pass is intended for number 9, Suitors.
I don't think we've called Suitors' name.
No, we haven't. Trying to see where 0, if he's even out on the field. Yeah, he's over there in the slot on the left-hand side.
Yep. 3rd down and 4, Tommy. The ball at the 32-yard line. And get him.
Now, how is that not intentional grounding?
Yeah. I mean,
I think that's because there's a minute left in the game why they didn't throw that flag, because there's nobody over here.
No. So 4th and 4.
And if they don't get this first down, we can just go out and kneel the ball down twice and the game will be over.
That's right. Yep.
And Butler's coming over here to the right-hand slot. I'd almost guarantee the ball's going to go to him.
You're probably correct, but 4th and 4.
Quarterback running for his
and
life.
He's going to pick up
the first down and more now, almost at midfield.
Goes out of bounds, stops the clock with 1:06 to go. And there's a flag, and it's coming. It's coming back. Holding.
4th and about 13 probably.
10-yard penalty against the Marlin Bulldogs. And Tommy, we got to start thinking about our Domino's Pizza Player of the Game.
Oh, there could be a large list of players to choose from.
I think you're
offensively and defensively.
I think you're absolutely correct. And
Will Simon's had a great game. Mr. Bedford's had a great game. Mr. Collins had a great game. Of course, Delane
has had a great game. We'll talk about that during one of our commercial breaks. And, recap the scoring plays brought to you by Darling Ingredients during our post-game report. 4th and 14. And if we can hold him, it's going to be a turnover on downs, Tommy. They didn't get it.
They had to get to 35, and he did not get to 35.
And a great wrap up there by number 2, Porter. So going to be a turnover on downs with make that 58 seconds.
It was kneel down twice.
That's it.
Go to the house with a 17-point victory, 48-31. Great job by the Crockett Bulldogs. A lot of people didn't think they really stood a chance in this game, to be honest with you. And they came out and showed some heart. Didn't look real good the first couple of possessions that Crockett had, but, I mean, they stayed the course, and their defense really kept them in the game, especially the second half, only giving six points up to the number 14 in the state.
That's exactly right. Now, we're lining up some of our players, but there's still time on the clock, 58 seconds. You're listening to KIVY 92.7 FM in Crockett, Texas.
What are they doing?
Who's that?
Marlin. I guess they just finally realized that it wasn't their ball.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's 1st and 10 for Crockett at the 35-yard line of the Marlin Bulldogs. And I don't know what Dixon and the rest of that staff told them Bulldogs at halftime, but it's just been a different team.
Oh, I'm proud of the Bulldogs.
You bet.
Very proud of the coaching staff. Very proud of the Crockett Bulldogs, all included. And, we had a couple personal fouls, so for the most part, we played a good, clean ball game, kept our head. Good to see the first game. Sometimes the first game's just been wide open.
And when we got down, we kept our composure. We didn't, get out of control. And as Dixon with this motto, we locked in. Lock in.
One more
lock
time.
in.
Got under 20 seconds here.
And that should do it once they reset the play clock.
Katie bar the door.
Crockett Bulldogs defeat the number 4 state-ranked Class 2A Marlin Bulldogs in the season opener at Monty Jack Driscoll Stadium, 48-31. We're back in 90 seconds. Back in 90 seconds with our post-game report right here on KIVY.
That is ball game. If you see trash on the stands,
Darling Ingredients in Grapeland is pleased to support the youth of Houston County. For more information about a career with Darling Ingredients in Grapeland, visit their website at darlingii.com. Again, that's darlingii.com. Darling Ingredients, proud to support the youth of Houston County.
Carol, can you smell that?
No, what is it?
It's the smell of football. I'm so glad football season is finally here again.
That's right. I love going to games and catching up with all of my friends. You just don't forget to tell me when the game is over. You almost forgot me last year.
I would never forget you. Who else is going to take such good care of all of our customers at Davy Crockett Drug?
That's right. We have the best customers at Davy Crockett Drug. All you football fans, be sure and call me at 936-544-2275 for all your medication needs. Just don't call me on a Friday night. I will be at the game.
Commitment to community, a core value of Houston County Electric Cooperative that represents the cooperative difference. It's why our members trust us to provide reliable and affordable power. Our cooperative is committed to enhancing the communities we serve. Houston County Electric's employees encourage youth leadership, promote electrical safety education, support the local economy, and volunteer throughout our communities.
Proud to serve. That's the Houston County Electric Cooperative difference.